Hi, welcome to Rolling Reckless, our Dungeons & Dragons live play podcast. My name is Matt Eads on the new mics. I'm yelling because we have these new mics. My name is Matt Eads! I'm joined by Oliver Regular.
Matt Eads, you don't need to yell.
I'm the DM. I know, it feels like we need to yell, though. JR is here.
Hi, I'm Matt Eads.
Hi, JR. Crisperson.
LJ now.
Captain Byers here.
I'm going to talk normally.
Okay, that's good. I like that. Paul is here.
Hi.
And Amber is also here.
Hello.
Welcome back to our D&D 5th edition live play podcast. We're in kind of a state of flux in the studio where the new mics are up. The cameras are totally fucked this week, so if you're watching the video version, we do have some very nice combat maps and things, which are pretty cool. We want to make some more of them. Those are stream goals over on the stream, twitch.tv/talkingreckless but we'll have cameras and mics and everything the studio will be done, hopefully, by next week, is the plan. Anyways. I don't have anything to tell you other than the soundscapes that we're using, or will use. We're made by Michael Gelfie. You can look them up on YouTube. They're available for you to use in your commercial projects. Things will sound a little bit differently than they have just because of the new mics. So it'll be a little bit of an adjustment. Things will sound weird for a bit, but if you do get a chance to look at the video, we have so much more space on the table now. So much more room for activities in here. Yeah, like Kevin has 10,000 papers spread out in front of him now. Full page for every single druid spell.
Yeah.
It's a good...
Paula can do the full dice wind-up.
I feel like I still have the same amount of space.
Yeah.
Because the
Don't worry about it.
kind of really hampering us on our end.
All right. Syndicate. When last we gathered, you were on your way to Waterdeep, tasked with finding someone. The kind of shadowy, not really sure what he was, magnate figure, Penumbra had sent you to Waterdeep, to find his granddaughter, Nicole. Along the way, you stopped in Springsgift, a village with a water problem, and after investigating, you found yourself in a strange, icy realm. You fought some huge creature that made its home there, and you managed to retrieve the artifact that seemed to have frozen the massive waterfall chamber that you found yourselves in. The Piece of Winter, the artifact, now in tow, you returned to the outside world, and you found that time seemed to have worked a little bit differently in wherever it was you were. Roughly 2 months seemed to have passed. We figured out our calendar since last game. It is the 18th of Kythorn? Kenmore? The 18th of Kythorn, the summer month, two days before the summer solstice. Not Tev Nember, or whatever the fuck we were saying earlier. But yes, roughly 60 days, you figured, give or take. You later learned from Braden it had been 56 days had passed. And continuing your journey, you stopped for a night of rest in Bleakburn, which was a coastal village. Choosing to sample the local brew, a hallucinogenic drink, you settled in for the night. And as you were speaking with Braden, who you met again at this village, a strange fog seemed to roll in, causing the people in the bar seemingly to fall asleep where they stood. And as you begin to investigate, creeping outside the tavern, so we can place ourselves here on our combat map if we haven't already.
We're there.
So make sure we're actually on camera. We're on the corner that's off camera.
Go this way.
No, it's got to go JR way.
I moved it already. Did it work?
No, it's got to go more.
You're gonna have to move your stuff
We'll reset the cameras and everything for next time. It's got to slide towards you. Yeah, you'll have to move your box, I think, if we want that.
Let's put it to
We're
your
on
box beside
There we go.
you.
Yeah, perfect. In that top corner there. Yeah, the cameras are a little fucked, but we'll get this figured out. The strange fog seemed to roll into the town. People seemed to fall asleep where they stood. You watched as the patrons of the bar just hit the ground. Many of them slumping over their tables. Some of them just collapsing where they were standing. And as you begin to investigate, creeping outside the tavern, and as Holden's scar started to burn, you ran into, almost literally, face-to-face, a purple-skinned tiefling. It fades to kind of his skin fades sort of a black around the eyes and the horns, which curl back on themselves. And Holden recognized this tiefling as the one from his nightmare. And you heard a voice at that point. They seemed to know that you were there, calling you out. Holden specifically. You had come around the corner. This tiefling seemed to let off whatever spell he was about to cast. And Holden, you have started walking out from behind the tavern towards the market square where this individual is. He can be this many. And this guy with the staff will be the tiefling. So tiefling is kind of on the side of the bar. This guy's in the middle of the village square, along with a. We can use.
Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah, in
that's
front
where
of
he was last time.
in front of
We
Holden.
can use a couple dice, I guess, for it. But along with a. You weren't really sure what it was. It seemed to be a carriage or a wagon or some kind of a vehicle. You weren't able to see the beast of burden, but it is. We'll say it's three dice big. And is also in the center of the village square. You had run into somebody outside that you found it was a drow as you kind of got behind them and managed to silently take them out. And it is here that we will pick up this figure having called out to you, Holden. You walking around the corner. You can see that he is. Make a perception check as you do come around the corner. It is the middle of the night, but this, much like the first time you had encountered this tiefling, there's this kind of orange sort of glow, this nonsensical, impossible light that seems to light the scene. Vision is heavily obscured by this fog. What'd you roll for perception?
10.
10? This figure appears to be, I guess they appear to be human. Pretty tall for a human. You would guess pushing maybe 7 feet. Blonde hair, just kind of past their shoulders. And they, with a 10? There's something. What is Holden? How much does Holden know about?
I've just been told.
character?
I've just been told about these people.
Okay.
Right. I know like of their backgrounds and
Do you know
races and stuff.
Okay, so you do
Yeah.
know that he is not actually human.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, he appears to be very perfect. His face appears to be perfect, almost like perfectly symmetrical. He's almost the
Like they're
stereotypical picture of handsome, almost like
Yeah.
strong, defined jaw, very high cheekbones, and he's looking at you as you walk up to him.
Can we set this up properly? Like, is it just like this, or am I rounding this corner just so I can actually see him? And where is this tiefling?
That tiefling is like kind of side. He was side of the house because he was
on that side.
This side?
Hey, Matt. Music's a little loud for stream.
Music's a little loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, are
Are we
we?
going the wrong way then?
No. Because this guy came up over here behind
Well,
us.
Holden was going up to him. Was walking up
Holden
to
was
him.
going up to
No, he's right in front of Holden. Holden, you and him like passed beside one another. Whichever side of the building you came out from behind,
Okay,
he
let's
was like
just
right in front of you. Yeah.
just call
It doesn't matter which
Yeah.
side, but
Yeah.
whichever side it was.
But this way, yeah. For the purpose of it, at least I'll be able to see what's his face too.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, everybody's sort of following me, but I gesture for them to stop. And I think at a certain point, Luke was casting a.
I tried to cast
Failed?
hold person on them.
On the tiefling who resisted. The tiefling did resist your whole person
Yes.
last time. And that was what illuminated him. That was what made you recognize him, was the light from this spell going off.
Yeah. So yeah, I round the corner and I gesture for everybody to not follow. I'll I'll handle this kind of thing.
Sure.
And it's Buddy Boy in the center that's calling out to me, hey?
Yep.
What does the tiefling do as I round the corner?
I believe he gave you a low grin and just a soft chuckle from the back of his throat as you walk past. His hand's still faintly glowing.
Is he allowing me to move past, or
Yeah.
is he like?
Yeah, he's kind of stink eyeing you as you walk past him. And you can see his teeth are these like jagged shards, less teeth and more fangs they appear to be.
As I walk past him,
Sure.
I'm gonna sort of open my shirt. Be like, I'll get you back for this one. And then continue to walk over.
You watch as you say that. You watch as his grin grows a little wider, and as it does, this flare of pain from your scar starts to sear.
Spit on the ground as I walk past him.
Sure.
You know, on his face.
Okay. And yeah, approach this man in the center.
Sure, he's wearing this, it appears to be very heavy plate mail or scale mail armor, which even here in this low, strange lighting is very, very shiny and reflective. It has almost a, it appears to be silver, but has almost a blue tinge or reflection of, it looks bluish for whatever reason. His arms are crossed as you approach. And you can see he's got he is smiling, but it doesn't quite reach his eyes as you approach. And he says, Holden Taft, at last we meet face to face.
Ralton Locke, I presume?
Well, in the flesh.
The flesh, yeah. What do you want?
Well, I was actually planning on asking you, what do you want, Holden?
I just want to get by. I'm on my way to Waterdeep.
We seem to keep running into one another. You can see, he kind of seems to be taking the measure of you.
You seem to be up to some shit.
Oh, well. He kind of looks around at the town. You can see there are, there doesn't appear to be anybody on the streets. You don't see any sleeping people like you might have expected. But all the same, he kind of glances around at the empty town and goes, well, up to something, certainly.
Let me have a look at that, what do you call it? A cot?
Are you asking me, the
Yes,
DM? It does appear to be a cart, yeah. You can see you can see wheels, 4 wheels. The back is enclosed.
Can
wooden
I
planks.
investigate about those wheels, about something that we sort of know about?
Sure, yeah. I mean, as you look at this cart, you can see it does not appear to be pulled by a horse. Whatever it is attached to, you can see 2 long wooden leads off the front of the cart, and leather strapping. It appears to be around some. It's a very low off the ground. It's maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. You're not really sure what it is. It looks like just a low squat shape almost.
It's a 2. I don't notice anything.
Yeah, you're not sure what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever you're doing in here, why don't you just mosey on along, and things will be fine.
Just kind of looking at you, and you very much get the sense that he puts on this confident air, but he doesn't really seem to have the measure of you. As well, if we can part ways amicably, I suppose that would be best.
Yeah, take your little horned pet back there, and again, mosey on along. We'll be on our way.
You see, he looks at the tiefling behind you, and he looks back to you. You'll let this pass without incident.
As long as you wake everybody up, move your stinky cloud on. I don't know if it follows you or him or whatever.
Well, the cloud will leave when we leave, but nobody will wake up.
Well, now we have a problem.
Oh, I thought we might. Hence our little conversation. I think perhaps you've got the wrong idea about us. Holden, we're brothers, you and I. Trained by the same master. You belong with us, Holden. Wolves. Part of the pack, leave whatever. And he turns to look at the side of the bar where you came from behind. Whatever ragtag group you've assembled, and join us as you were meant to.
Can I sneak to the other side of the building here?
Yeah, sure.
On this side, right here.
No, right
On this side.
over here.
I do not have everybody's stealth checks from last time, unfortunately.
They were all pretty
I
high
don't
because
know.
we
They
had
were all
that.
quite high, yes, because you had Pass Without a Trace. I think the lowest is like 17.
The pass without a trace is no longer active because it dropped when I tried to hold person. So I don't know.
Okay. Just give me a new stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Well,
13.
grand works. 13. Okay. Changing the world, Holden. Taking what we want. Doing what needs to be done. You know how it is.
I know how it is. What does need to be done?
Well, he looks around at the town. Well, this is a good start, but the world is changing, Holden. Things are moving, shifting. Power vacuums being left behind. There's, well, opportunity for all of us. Don't be fooled by whatever she told you. Even now, you dance to her tune. Who was it you think sent Tacoma after you, all on his own? She sent him to his death, Holden, to put you against us.
She's still alive.
Sending Tacoma was the last act of treachery she ever committed.
What does that mean?
It kind of meets your gaze for a second. I think you know.
You motherfucker.
She sent Tacoma to kill you. Or you to kill him, one of the two.
Maybe she sent you here so that I could kill you.
You can see him kind of thinking about it. Well, I maybe wouldn't put it past her. Free yourself from her control. Join us. Come with us.
Not joining you. Fuck you.
Well, we'll all get out of our way.
Take your cot. Take your men. Wake these people up and get out of here.
That's not going to happen. It could come to violence.
Anything?
Just waiting.
I really can't convince you,
I'm like leaning over Lily's shoulder, but also sort of giggling behind the corner.
Yeah, that's right.
What's going on?
Oh, yes. You two, Loop and Bryn, are still introspective. Still on the hallucinogenic drink.
Still flying the kite.
I'm gonna walk up a little closer.
As soon as you take a step, as soon as you move the first 5 feet, he puts the hand up. He goes, that's close enough.
What's the matter?
Last chance, Holden.
You scared of me?
As soon as you walk up 5 more feet, he looks over his shoulder and he nods to the tiefling. He goes, take care of them. And you can hear the tiefling behind you who says, I already have. And you can feel this. You're used to it. You recognize it now. You can feel this sleep, this sense of being pulled into this nightmare, into this dreamscape. And as you look at Locke, he crosses his arms, and he seems to be kind of shimmering, almost fading out of existence, as though he's turning to mist. And the very last thing that fades is his smile.
Actual mist, right? Not like tabaxi mist?
Actual mist, yeah. Fog. And the very last thing that fades is his shining white teeth and his big smile.
Cheshire cat.
And I do have last week's initiative, as we will get this combat underway.
So this guy's gone?
Yes, Turmeric. Well, just leave him there for now. Turmeric and Lily. 1 sec here. Let me get these musics going.
Does anybody want to see what Locke looks like?
Great.
Show me what this lock.
Show us what Locke looks like.
Is that the guy with the cart, right?
Do I have a Locke?
I sure hope so. After all this buildup.
Yeah.
You said you were gonna show me what he looks like.
Is he handsome?
He's very handsome.
Ooh, I'm
Is it
intrigued.
just a picture of like Jason Momoa?
No, I don't think I have a Locke. Weird.
Where are my initiatives from last week? Somebody dumped a full drink on these pages last week.
Gotta be cute.
Who would do that?
Okay, so
And tell.
Holden, Turmeric, and Lily. To you, it very much seems you see about what Holden sees, and you can feel it. This almost heavy sensation in your arms and your legs.
I don't like that.
And you watch, peeking out from behind the corner, you watch as the fog seems to thicken, and this Locke character seems to dissipate.
But that doesn't happen
There
for
he is.
me and Luke.
Loop and Bryn, you do not notice that.
I also can't
Appears
be
to just
put to
be
sleep.
business as usual.
Elves are sharp. but also a little drunk.
Holden, you are first in this combat.
Okay.
To you, Locke has vanished. He's turned to mist.
Is there anything around me?
There's heavy fog in all directions.
How does fog work? Like, yeah, tell me how
Heavily
that works.
obscured. Which
Snap to a Slim Jim. Let's go.
creatures suffer the blinded condition. You are blind while in the fog. You know where things are, but you can't see them clearly. You have disadvantage on attacks, and vice versa. Just like the first time you were thrown in the nightmare.
Okay, so he disappears in front of me. What is Purple Teeth? What is we don't? I know his name, but do we know his name?
I don't know.
Wait.
Have you
Okay.
heard it said out loud? Have
I
your
don't
characters
think so.
heard it said in the
I
game?
don't think so. What is the tiefling doing? We feel that familiar sleep spell happening.
Yeah. Watch your heads, everybody. Yes, as you turn around and look at the tiefling, you can just see the shape. You're not sure what he's doing. You can just see his shape in the fog.
Okay. Locke disappears in front of me. I feel that familiar sense of sleep. And yeah, he said what Tiefling said what he said about that. About, like, I've already done whatever. But I will chuck my shield at him.
At the tiefling?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, that was a good roll. Disadvantage, right?
Yes, you're blinded.
19.
19?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Shield thrown. Thrown D8. That is an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay. As your shield flies on its side through the mist, it doesn't. The impact seems wrong. Where you're expecting a shield to kunk, hit a solid object and fall, it appears to almost get stuck. It's like you threw your shield into sand almost, where it kind of just sticks. That's what happens.
Okay.
Your shield is stuck, currently stuck,
Instead of
kind of about the height you threw it at. It seems to just-
instead of shield bonding it to my hand, I will run over.
Sure.
4, 5.
As you get closer and approach, this character's name is Dread. As you're running up, you hear something crunch under your foot first. Not really paying it any mind. You keep running, and you hear more. And as you look down, you can see what appear to be these massive cockroaches. These they're about a couple inches long. These kind of dark brown. They look like ovals, cigars almost on the ground. And you can see, looking around at your feet now, there are hundreds of them. And as you look towards the shape of Dread, you can see that where this tiefling was, there appears to be this roiling, almost boiling, bubbling mound of cockroaches. And your shield is slowly sinking into this pile of vermin. Do you have anything else on your turn?
I can bonus action shield bond it. Is it like it's like sinking in? Mm-hmm. Okay. As the bonus action shield bond, I will try to like pry it off, and, like, just get it back.
Sure. With your shield bond?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. It does fly back to your hand, readily enough. You can see a number of cockroaches spinning, flying away as it does. A couple of them still stuck to the front of it as it latches back onto your arm.
Face is munching on
Gross.
a few.
Anything else?
That's. Am I able to perceive what else is happening? Like. No, nothing else.
Okay, next up is Dread. from the center, you can see this, Holden. From the center of this mass of cockroaches, it very much feels like it's just bubbling and growing. Seems to be getting bigger and bigger in size. Where it was about 4 feet tall, it is now swelling and seems to just rise up into this pillar almost above you. And you watch as what appears to be an eyeball kind of floats to the surface at some part and then goes back into the pile. And you see a mouth open, human teeth that drift by, and all these dismembered facial parts, a nose that floats past, as this creature, this mound, appears to be in the place of where this tiefling was. It is going to, for its turn, it is going to belch a swarm of insects at you, Holden. Which just spawns a swarm of insects. Where's your little cloud of daggers? So this will be, I guess, yeah, beside it if there's space. Where out of this roiling mound, basically a pseudopod of these bugs like flies at you. It does impact you in the chest and falls to the ground, and they themselves start to form up and make their own similar but smaller shape. And that'll be its turn for this turn. Next is actually. It's going to move away. It'll take an attack of opportunity.
I don't think it gets one because of bonus action, right?
No, you still have your reaction.
Sweet.
Yeah, so take your attack of opportunity. It's going to come this way towards me on the side of the house. As this thing like slithers and kind of curves around the corner, you can see little bugs and bits of this gristle and this red material fly off it. What'd you roll?
18.
18's enough.
Is that disadvantage at that range?
Yes. You're blinded. I'll double check. Yes.
That's still pretty good. 18.
18? Okay.
Yeah.
As you bat it with your shield, you make what feels like solid contact with this thing. Is it? And you can hear a few of these bugs or something similar squish.
4.
4 points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you did 18 points of damage.
No.
A few bugs squish. Next up is... That was its full movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It has 30 feet of movement speed.
So you're gonna go
Yeah, that's one more.
30.
Perfect.
No.
The houses here, if it does come into play, we don't have walls or ceilings, but the houses are 10 feet tall. If that does come into play, the bigger building, 2-story, it's 20 feet tall in the back corner. Next is Loop.
So I can still see that person?
Yep.
They're...
I mean, to you, he's like standing there with his arms crossed, and to you, he's like stretching out and like turns a shade of rainbow colors for a bit, and like his one eye gets huge and encapsulates the whole face, and you're still tripping balls.
Okay, so I'm going to contemplate whether or not I should lick the wall beside me or do something about this combat.
Sure.
And
you do have your faculties about you.
I
you
will
realize combat
decide
is going on.
to fight. So I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
Whoa.
And then with 50 feet of movement, I'm going to head right for that thing over there.
Sure.
And attempt to bite it.
What would you just make it?
Sure.
Am I close enough to see what the thing pulling the cart is now?
Just give me a quick perception check as you run up.
Natural 20.
I don't know
wish.
if I don't know if you've ever encountered this creature, but it very much appears to be like, do you know what a wood lice is in real life? Those little oval
Little
shaped
bug things,
little
yeah.
pill bugs almost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It appears to be a
those are
massive one of those, about 5 feet long, and appears to serve as a beast of burden for this cart.
Okay. And I will attempt to bite this thing in front of me.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, that's not good. 11.
11. That's with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or you just have you don't have disadvantage. You just have a straight roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, first roll was 11.
Okay. And as you're running up to this character, I mean, it is you do perceive a little bit of this fog, but it is not heavily obscuring the way it is to the other members of the party. 11 is not a hit.
Okay.
And this character, Locke, it just seems very confident, barely even pays you any mind as you run up. But as your jaws open and you go to attack him, he seems surprised as he quickly moves back, jerks out of the way and looks down and he goes, well, I guess it didn't work on all of them.
That's great.
After Lupus Bryn.
Fucking shithead.
I'm like tripping balls at this point. I'm like, what's going on? Where's Holden? And then I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move here. And so I can see this creature, this tiefling?
Yeah, you can see...
Does he look like a tiefling?
Yeah, looks like a purple tiefling. He is... his hands have that same glow about them, and I don't know if you can see from where he appears to be kind of, gesturing. You recognize spellcasting, and you very much get the sense that he is doing some form of that. And you can also see Holden, who
out.
is like looking up at this thing you can't see.
So I can't see this.
No.
Okay, I'm yelling, Holden, what are you doing? Because he's probably just flailing all around. And then I'm gonna be like, the purple guy's over here, or red, or green. I'm not really sure what color he is. And then I'm going to cast. I'm gonna try to cast Hold Person as well
Sure.
on him.
Okay.
So you have to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
80. Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
8.
8?
1/8. 18. Saves, I take it?
Yep, that
Sure.
saves.
That same band of white energy materializes around him, but he just very easily seems to break through it.
Yep, that's my turn. I can't really do anything else.
Okay, next up is me. Five, 10, 15, 20. Out from behind these trees, you can all see some form of these individuals. It changes depending on who you are and how you're affected right now, but Bryn, you are able to see that these drow, very similar to the one that you had, or Holden had kind of choked out earlier. You watch as two of them step up from behind these trees.
Little ninjas.
There is one more as well. Nobody can see this last one, but it does make its move. These two appear to have hand crossbows. And this one's going to fire you, Bryn, in the back. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
I rolled a 19. I need a Constitution save, please.
Constitution. Whew, yeah. 22.
22. Okay. You take 4 points of piercing damage as the bolt pierces you through the arm. And you can feel this flush, this warm flush that you do fight off, but whatever poison is coating these bolts luckily didn't seem to affect you. This one is going to walk around to the other side of the house and shoot from the corner at the direwolf. They have... No, they don't have advantage. You just have disadvantage. That is 6 to hit.
No good.
As the bolt, you hear it fly past your head. And there's a second where you think it's Samson, like swooping past you. You're like, whoa! But as the bolt just twinkling, bangs off the cobblestones over there. Next is Lily.
Alright.
All hell seems to have broken loose, Lily.
Yeah.
You are still in your lichen form, I think, from last
It lasts
session.
10 minutes. So do I think that the 10
When you-
minutes would have... I ignited it like as soon as shit
When the
started
fog came
going
in?
wrong inside the bar.
I'd say you have, let's say, 2 minutes left on it. So that's
Okay.
only 20 rounds. So
Okay.
pretty unfair, I know, but
I guess I can
Because
go-
she's not inebriated and Tumric's not inebriated.
You can go on and
Are they
angle
affected
through
by the
people
fog?
here.
Like
Yes.
I forget how.
you're not
Motion.
you're not inebriated and you're affected by
Okay.
the fog.
Okay.
What in tarnations?
Okay. I'm going to... I can't really do much, but I'm gonna do the dodge action if anything comes
Sure.
to me.
Take the dodge action.
Yes. And then I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. After Lily is Tumric.
10.
Watch that mic by your head.
10, 30.
And who's up on deck after this?
Me.
I am going
He was further ahead. We were back here.
Walk diagonally.
Back to
going to rage,
Okay.
and then can I like? I see this thing, right? Like
Yes.
this mouth flowing.
Yes. You see this roiling pile of gore. This Cronenberg monster made of cockroaches.
I'm gonna take my longsword and swing at it.
Sure. Go ahead and roll attack.
Disadvantage? Or no?
Yes, disadvantage.
7.
7 is not enough. As you plunge your sword into this pile, it just doesn't seem to make any contact. It comes back out. Anything else? You're good?
I'm good.
Okay. Next, the swarm that manifests in front of you, Holden, goes.
It's a swarm of bugs.
It's a swarm of bugs, yeah. It's going to attack you for 16 to hit? 15 to hit. 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. It is your turn.
Did you say 15? That hits.
1-5.
Yeah.
1-5 does it?
Yeah.
Okay. You take... Uh, 6 points of some type of damage, piercing damage,
How do you use that?
as these...
D10s or what?
Oh, for my life total?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
was
have the D10 that has the 2 digits on it as the 10s, and then the D10 with the 1 digit on it as the 1s.
Oh, he wants to be just as cool as you.
No, because when you erase and write, the
Yes.
paper wears thin.
That's why you just glue on
How much?
another piece.
6 points. 6 points of piercing damage.
Pickle too many
As these like 2 pseudopods seemingly made of cockroaches both sock you in the chest. Next up is you, Holden. Ooh. And then me. And then Loop.
I'll take those hits and then I will attack right back.
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Can't get lower than that. Actually, it did. 8.
8 is not enough.
Okay.
As you bring your shield in, you're just kind of swatting at it seems to have no substance to hit. Anything else?
No.
Next up is Dread. That's Turmeric right beside him. Alright, he will... Well, let's see if his swarm recharges. It does not. He's going to attack Turmeric, I suppose. 1 bite and 2 stings. First attack, Turmeric. You are raging but not reckless, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just raging.
First one is 12 to hit.
No hit.
Next one's even lower, 7 to hit.
No hit.
And the third one, wow, is also 12 to hit. Wow.
No.
Wow. These bugs just swarm over you for a second, and as you cover up it, as you open your eyes, there don't appear to be any bugs on you, and you appear to be fine. It will. It'll move. It'll move. Take another attack from of opportunity from Turmeric as it does.
I will take that attack.
Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Not hit.
It'll go into this doorway.
In this door?
Yeah. What'd you roll for your attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay. Next up is Luke.
Okay, I'm gonna try and bite this dude in front of me
Okay, go ahead.
in his beautiful, beautiful face. 17.
17 is not enough. As your jaws close onto this incredibly tough, dense armor, his arm's still crossed. He looks down at you and goes, "Well, I think that's quite enough out of you."
Oh no.
Anything else for your turn, Luke?
Nope.
Bryn, you're up.
I'm going. I'm just counting. Okay. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on this guy.
Sure.
For 12.
12 to hit
Yes.
on the drow is not enough. It goes a little wide, and you watch as it freezes the tree. You can hear the wood crack as it freezes solid.
And then I'm going to... because I can't see this, is this still like a real danger? According to me, no?
No. There's nothing there. They're just holding. I mean, the danger is Holden, who was like swinging his shield around like a crazy person for no reason, apparently, in between these two houses.
Am I the crazy person?
You are.
You guys had the beer.
I'm going to move here.
Sure. Yeah. And there is a very
Swinging radius of my
discerning moment where this pile of this swarm of insects appears to take the shape of a person, and then you watch as Bryn steps out of that shape and rushes past you as she takes a position beside you. Next up is me. Everybody's gone from behind there. 40. Okay. That one moves. This drow will shoot at the direwolf again. Pew. That is 19 to hit.
That one's good.
Roll me a Constitution save.
It's 18.
18 is good enough. You take 4 points of piercing damage, though, as this little hand crossbow bolt pierces the back of your hide. This one will shoot at Turmeric. It is 21 to hit. Constitution save, please. Oh, interesting.
16.
16 is enough. You take 4 points of piercing damage as it little hand crossbow bolt.
Piercing damage?
Yep.
So half?
Yep. The other one moves, but no one can see. And it is now Lily. Turmeric, you're on deck.
I'm on deck.
Okay, so I see this bug swarming stuff over here. If I use my dash, that's an action, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And one sec. Okay. I'm going to move to this space.
Sure.
By the drow.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Get him. Eat him.
There's-
5 feet away from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can do. Just fucking growl in his face.
Do you have any action? What do you do for your action?
Can I reach?
Well, you can't reach to attack, but you do still have an action.
How far does
dodge,
your whip
disengage.
reach?
Oh yeah, use your whip.
Yeah.
Whip it.
Whip it real good.
Okay. There's no right or anything on it, but I'll fucking unhook my whip
Sure.
and then try to attack.
Go ahead, roll attack.
Um,
What is the range on the whip? 10 feet?
I think it is 10 feet.
My
Yeah.
next guy's gonna have
It's,
a whip.
it's longer than 5. It's not
Yeah.
15. Is it 15 or is it 10?
No,
it
I
should
think
just
it's
be.
just
10.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do one of your little
Go ahead.
things.
Let's watch Castlevania. Whips are pretty fucking cool, man.
Oh, that's a Belmont whip.
Is there a whip one?
No.
Oh.
Oh no. Hold on. 9.
9
9.
is not enough. As your whip uncoils and cracks, this drow, you watches his, he has these very shocking violet eyes, narrow, and he follows it. And as you bring it in, he sticks his hand out and it wraps up on his hand.
No.
He doesn't yank it out of your grasp, but it does not do any damage. After Lily is Turmeric.
Go at the same dude.
Okay. Go and roll and attack.
Mm, 21.
21 is definitely a hit. Go roll damage.
Stab him to me.
Fuck him up.
Get him. Rage out. Show me your nipples.
Everyone can see Teamwork's nipples.
And the orc with the nice nipples.
Dang. 2 plus 5. Oh, I have it right here. Does that make sense? 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. On that one. Okay.
Who's up? You, right?
Next up is me. Yes. That drow takes a good. You take a good chunk out of that drow. Where, as his one arm is wrapped with Lily's whip, and you get the sense he is going to try to grab it. As you stick your, what are you using, your longsword?
Sure. Yeah, longsword.
As you stick him with your longsword, he it pierces right under his arm. He has to grab the blade with one hand, and he quickly unwraps his other hand to hang on to it. And it's the Swarm's turn, who will continue to attack Oliver. Sorry, Holden. 16 to hit.
It's all of that.
16 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
10 points of piercing damage. As again, these two pseudopods cover you in these bugs that appear to bite and sting and leave these little welts wherever they seem to touch you. Next up is Locke is going to go. Loop with you in your direwolf form, having clamped onto his armor. He still hasn't uncrossed his arms. And he kind of looks down at you with a smile. He looks back up, seeming to talk to no one. He goes, "Well, whenever you're ready, I suppose." And then suddenly, Locke and the cart are gone. This huge rush of air where they disappear, and something very akin to Actually, no one's ever used or seen that spell used. A massive displacement of air leaves a thunderclap behind as it.
Kind of like the boat.
Kind of like the boat. Yeah. I just need to look up this spell. I think it's a con save. It is a. There's actually no. If there are no points already occupied you. There's actually no damage associated with it. Sorry, I had the spell incorrect. But he does disappear, and there is this where, the displacement of the air does create a literal thunderclap. And Locke and the cart are for real gone.
For real?
Those of you who aren't on the mushrooms, you can feel the world seem to pull out, stretch out that whatever that effect is, which you've now come to kind of associate with this whatever this teleporting effect is, and you all feel it. Those of you who are on mushrooms do not.
Interesting.
Next is Holton.
We're on mushrooms.
I see Bryn sort of rush through the cloud of insects.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Bryn! And I'll sort of grab her and push her out of the way, and then swat at it again.
Okay, go ahead.
So does the fog dissipate?
No,
No, it's still there.
doesn't seem to.
13.
On the swarm is a hits. Go ahead and roll. Okay, I think it's a hit. Roll damage and I'll double for
That's a nice hit. That's 11 hit.
11. It totally. Sorry, I didn't have my stats up because I'm a bad DM. I did hit. Yes, I am not a bad DM. For 11.
Yeah, for 11.
Sure. You. This time your shield does seem to make contact, and a large number of these insects. You would guess half of them seem to get swatted away, and where they hit the ground, they seem to turn into fog. They seem to melt into the mist that's surrounding you. Anything else?
It's kind of like moths.
I'll glance over at Bryn and look into her eyes. Are her pupils all big dinner plates or
Yeah,
what?
one of them is, and then one's really little.
Oh.
And as she blinks, it's slightly off time. What are you looking at?
Jesus Christ, Bryn, get behind me.
It is now Dread's turn. Who will... He will... 5, 10, 15, 20... He disappears into this building somewhere.
Okay.
He ducks around this corner, and you lose sight of him.
What a coward.
Next up is Loop.
Okay, I'm going to
Bryn, you're on deck.
charge towards that drow with the bow who's been shooting at me.
Okay.
And teach him a lesson that he won't soon forget.
Bite his
Regular.
butt cheek off.
Halfling luck. 9?
9 is not enough on the drow. He sees you approaching and is able to quickly step back as you close your jaws right in front of him. Next is Bryn.
So I'm gonna look at Holden and be like, Holden, I know I'm on a lot of stuff right now, but you're fighting nothing right now. And then I'm gonna get quickly distracted and be like, oh, your shield's awfully shiny though. And rub it, and then I'm gonna move here and cast. Let's try 5. I can't see behind the. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead on this drow.
Okay.
So you need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
As you toll the dead. I fail. 2.
You fail.
2.
So you take 1d8.
Turn down.
Do you have damage? Does he have damage? That's
Which one? The front one?
this creature.
That one does not.
Okay. You take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Necrotic damage.
Hey, Matt.
What?
Me down, JR up.
You down, JR up. Okay.
LJ.
LJ.
LJ needs to get turned up.
This LJ.
We'll keep working on it.
That's what the Coors Light's for.
Yeah. During our break, I'm going to move some of these microphones around, I think. Next is... Who is that? That was Luke? No, that was Bryn.
Bryn.
Next is... the Drow. That one that Turmeric and Lily are fighting will attack Turmeric with 12. The one that is finally... It's actually on the backside of the tavern where you guys were. And it finally makes its way to this corner. No, it's right on the corner. Nope.
This corner?
Yep. Took 3 turns to move it there, but it finally got there. It's going to shoot at Lily from behind. That one's cocked. That is 20 to hit. Constitution save, please! As a crossbow bolt. Pew! That's the wrong dice. Pierces you for 4 points of piercing damage.
20.
And you do not get poisoned. Nobody's gotten poisoned yet.
Super strong.
And the one that Loop is engaged with will... it'll take disengage action, and it'll move into this house.
This one?
Yes.
Just burn that house down.
Oh,
Like,
It'll move its full 30 feet.
3.
so I didn't take any damage, correct?
Yeah.
You took
Or
them
one.
took 4.
4 points.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then I'm
It was
But
resistant
you didn't
damage?
get you didn't get poisoned or
Yeah,
anything.
4 points of piercing
Got
damage.
it.
So you took 2.
Resistant to piercing, so
Yep.
half.
Yep, and then remember, it's on your turn to roll the wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay. That's that one's max movement, that draw?
Yeah.
Okay, so he stops right in that doorway.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can go on either side of the door.
Perfect. He
You want
disappears
cover?
around that side of the door then. Yeah, something like you lose sight of him, so he may not be in that exact square, but he's in one of the out of sight squares. Next up is Lily.
Why are you laughing?
No reason. Roll your wisdom save.
Oh, yeah.
Roll your wisdom save.
Oh, why am I so close to you?
Because I could hear JR whispering.
Give us the
I'm
up on decks.
going to
Give
luck.
us the up on decks.
It's me between everybody.
Oh.
Turmeric, you're up on deck.
I'm going to luck.
Okay. That would have been the first fail.
It
Yeah.
would have been.
We've never seen Lily lose control yet.
Nope. It's never gonna happen.
It's
Somebody keeps the rolling.
this time.
Second luck?
10.
10 and 10 is enough, I think.
Yeah,
10's
10 is
enough.
good.
10 is exactly enough.
Yes.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Okay. So 1 luck.
Yes, it is your turn, Lily.
Okay.
Get that.
Because I'm still 5 feet away from this guy, can I... Would I take an attack of opportunity? Because I'm
No.
still
No.
a space away.
Only leaving.
'Kay.
Only when you leave their range
Yeah.
do you take the
But
attack.
you're
Not
5
enter.
away.
So I'm gonna turn.
But if you... Sorry, asking if you move up and then move back, you'll take an
Yeah.
attack.
Like, I want to move this
Yeah,
way.
you won't take
You
an
will not
attack.
take
You're
an attack.
5 away.
There.
Sure.
I'm
Get-
going to attack this guy. Okay, with shear.
Sure.
I'm going to use shear.
Sure.
I think you need to move one more
Yeah.
forward.
I think he's supposed to be on this corner.
He's right on the corner,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you need to move one more. So you're here.
Balls.
You don't have enough movement?
20, 25, 30.
That works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And do you not
counted
have... You have
wrong.
higher movement than... Don't you have like 40
Yeah, is there
feet?
Lincolns?
No? Okay.
30.
Okay.
Unless there's something I don't know. It's possible. Okay. Like 21?
21 is
Do you have
definitely a
disadvantage?
hit.
Oh, yeah, does she have disadvantage though?
I think so.
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes.
Roll
I was
again.
forgetting about that.
Yeah, it's two.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's still
It's
okay.
you
me,
three.
Lily, and Turmeric.
20.
20 is still a hit.
It's nice.
Did it get...
Okay.
Wait, did that roll go up?
No, 21 to 20.
Oh, okay. That go 19 to 20?
You're doing something wrong.
Should we use the pop rings? We can use the pop rings to remember who had
Actually,
disadvantage.
yeah,
you
that's
know?
exactly what those are for.
Yeah.
I remember. I am at disadvantage.
What's this? Okay.
Go and roll damage here, Lily.
For the folks watching at home, since there's no sports to watch, they're watching Rolling Reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real NBA.
The real sport.
Sorry, math.
I usually go by Matthew or Matt. that's okay, I guess.
Okay, so 13 damage.
Okay.
Eat him. Did you bite his head off?
What weapon are you using?
Sheer. I'm using
Sheer?
sheer, and I have my.
Do you remember your D10? You
Yeah.
you get all your extra damage and everything? Okay. Remember, you get to roll, if you're fighting a humanoid, Sheer has a chance to disarm that humanoid.
How do I do that?
Check the item card. It's a D10. Whenever you hit, if you roll a 10, 10% chance to disarm. In this case, it doesn't matter because it literally disarms this person as Sheer comes down. And this is the first time you've used it. As this long, the blade about 4 feet long. That's so weird. One of these mics keeps popping. Sorry, gang. About 4 feet long. The blade has this elegant long curve towards the end, and as you bring it down, you can feel it kind of jerk. It seems to move itself a little bit, and it just effortlessly just cuts the arm off the drow, and then seems to come back for a second strike of its own accord, where it buries itself into his chest, and that drow is dead.
Nice.
Shing! Next time, try to bite his head off.
Holy guacamole.
Next, that was Lily. Next up is Turmeric.
I'm going to
Holden, you will be.
After you.
Yes. Yeah.
recklessly attack this guy.
That's the name of the show!
Recklessly attack?
Yep, that's Welcome to Recklessly Attack.
So it's just regular?
Yes.
17.
17's a hit.
17 to hit.
Somebody fix that door. That door's
Oh,
bothering
sorry.
me.
I couldn't see.
8 damage. Damage! Whoa. I almost broke my screen.
Intense.
10 damage.
10 damage?
10 damage.
That drow is also cut in half, kind of along the diagonal as your sword. 2 halves hit the ground. Anything else? Turmeric?
I'm gonna walk into this room.
How much movement do you have?
To the door.
So you were here.
It's right here.
5, 10, 15.
Oh, I wouldn't
20,
wanna go that way.
25. Okay. If you want to go around.
5, 10, 15, 20. Is that half a step?
It's a full
Square.
over.
Square, yeah.
25. What do I see?
25. What do you see? Well, as soon as you step around that door, you see that this drow is actually right here.
Waiting to attack you.
The drow is not waiting to attack you, but this massive roiling pile of cockroaches appears to be looming up over you.
I found you, cowards!
But he just moved, right? He did just move. Yes. So he actually will attack you. He's been holding his attack action. I was trying to remember if he had to disengage or not on his turn. He does attack. As this massive pseudopod of cockroaches comes down for 18 to hit. This will be a sting attack. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution save.
It's like Westworld.
20.
20, you take 16 points of piercing damage.
So minus 8.
And 6 points of poison damage. You do not become poisoned as you fight it off. But as the pseudopod hits you, all these insects immediately start to sting and bite. And you can feel the poison filling your veins. You do fight off that hot flush like a fever almost. But you do still take the damage.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
After
I'm gonna
turmeric
step back
is the swarm, which appears to be about half the size it was,
Half the size.
give or take. That is 8 to hit.
That's not a hit.
As it again reaches out for you. It very much seems to be almost like an ice cube melting. It seems to be shedding cockroaches as it tries to hold itself together. And next is Holden, yeah. Loop, you're on deck.
Half the size it was?
Well, after me. Appears to be half the size.
I'm gonna take a big, like, fucking double-handed swat and try to swat him against the wall.
Sure. Go roll attack.
This is still going out to this thing.
Fuck. 10?
It's not a hit on the swarm, no.
Second wind or action surge? Action surge. And swing again.
Sure.
You and your imaginary friends.
Natural 20? Do I still...
Yeah, it's disadvantage.
13.
13's enough.
Okay.
Go and roll damage. Not a lot of armor on a giant pile of insects. It's pretty easy to hit. For most people, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
5.
5? Okay. You do bat away more of these insects. And it does seem to be, you would guess maybe a quarter of the size. In and above, somewhere between 25 and 33%. Next up is Dread, who will try to recharge his thing and never does. He'll attack you, Timrick. You'll take the full 3 attacks here. A bite, 2 bites and a sting? 1 bite and 2 stings. First one hits 21.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do the bite first.
Please don't die.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
So what's that? 2?
And the first thing is 15 to hit.
Nope.
And the second one is fucking 13. It was a 20 and then it rolled over to the 8.
Nope. Or
15 hits,
15
I think.
hits.
15 does hit, 13 does not hit. Okay.
Yeah, 15 hits.
So the one sting hits you, go roll my Constitution save.
22.
You do not get poisoned. You take 12 points of piercing damage and 4 points of poison damage. As this thing is basically barfing bugs onto you, and everywhere these things seem to cover you, you can feel and you can hear them
43 to
skittering
9.
around as they
You should be at
sting,
15.
sting.
Oh.
Are you resistant to poison damage as well?
No, he took full damage from the first attack from the 12.
Okay. Next up is Loop, and then Bryn.
Okay, I'm going to head into the house as well.
Okay.
Stopping directly beside Turmeric, but also beside both of those things.
Like behind it?
Beside
Beside,
there.
you only take up 1 square. You just have a big base.
No, I take up 4 squares.
Is it Direwolf?
I'm large, yeah.
Okay.
Large and in charge.
Always large and in charge.
Is there
So I get advantage from my pack tactics as a wolf.
Sure.
Because I have an ally within 5 feet of the target.
Kevin is rolling Agate dice, and this song on the soundtrack is called Agate's Power, apparently.
Oh, here we go.
Theme song.
Do you get like double
Skeeter.
advantage because of my totem
Oh,
thing?
Pack tactics.
sadly.
Just choose one.
So I'll attack the drow.
Okay.
For 16 to hit.
16's a hit.
For 12 piercing damage. As I bite onto the leg of this thing, and I try to pull the leg out from underneath it. It has to make a strength saving throw.
It fails. You pull it to the ground as this drow just loses his feet. Goes down. And you are very easily able to tear the throat out of this drow as it is dead.
She did.
Oh man.
Should have came with some
Dead
stronger
bodies
drow
everywhere.
here. That's my turn.
Okay.
Actually, hold on, sorry. I have a little bit more movement, so I'm going to step onto the drow's corpse and just kind of get a little bit out of the way.
Like there?
Yeah, maybe even one more over.
Can't.
Right up against the wall. Yeah, perfect.
Lean him on top of the door.
Perfect.
After is Bryn.
I'm gonna use the dash action to move double. And
Sure.
I think it gets me to about here.
Oh, she go this way. Can you go this way?
I have to. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So
4, 5, 6. I count to like this square here.
yeah, I was thinking. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah, diagonal.
11.
Don't forget.
So
You can't
maybe
really
here.
diagonal around
The corner? Okay.
Yeah, it's a building.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah. Okay. So that'll get me like maybe here,
Yeah.
Maybe there or right there.
right there.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Just on the other side of the tree. Tree. is
This is a
shifty.
tree. And then I'm gonna. I should be able to see this guy.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use magic missile.
You used your dash action.
Oh yes, I did. I will hang out
'Kay.
there.
After Bryn is there any drow? There's one drow. There's no drow left, eh? That's all.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. After Bryn's Lily.
All right. I see this swarm. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna move behind it and attack it with Shiver.
Sure. Go and roll. Is that a camera? That was a camera.
It's the one on
Yeah.
the three of us.
On it. What'd you roll, Lily?
8. Only 8.
8 is not enough to hit. After Lily is Turmeric.
I'm gonna attack this monstrosity. Recklessly.
Sure.
Recklessly.
Sure.
18. 23.
23 on the big creature's a hit. Go and roll damage.
D8. We're still in smoke or fog?
Yep.
Even if we're in the building? Oh yeah. 6 plus 5. 11 damage.
11 damage.
Plus my strength. No, that's what that is. 11 damage.
11 damage, okay. Next is the Swarm. Well, he'll make his save, which he passes. The Swarm will continue to attack Holden. That is 7 to hit.
Nope.
As it can barely seem to like shoot a few little bursts of bugs at you at this point.
You use a post on that shit.
Sure.
If you miss a melee attack, I can use my reaction and expend 1 superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against the creature.
Sure. I definitely missed a melee attack.
Oh fuck, I missed them. 5. 8.
5. 8 is still not enough. As this thing like launches like one cockroach at you and you try to hit it back and just nothing is happening. It's your turn, Holden.
Goodness.
Okay, then I continue to attack. Actually, it's looking thinner and thinner.
It seems to be, yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of do one of those wall jumps and then try to land double-handed attack on downwards. Nice. It's 20.
20's a hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Come on, kill your imaginary friend.
That is 15.
Points of damage?
Yes.
That is more than enough to.
Yeah.
As you do this wall jump, your shield comes down on Earth. It just vibrates in the ground for a second, and as you look around, these bugs are gone.
What the fuck?
And you can see Lily behind you.
Really?
I came over to help.
Thank you.
Good job.
I had this all under control.
Next is Dread, who always misses, and will Man, he's really getting penned in there, hey? We'll attack Turmeric, I suppose. He's sort of stuck in that corner. 3 attacks coming Turmeric. The 1 bite, 2 stings. First one is a 24 to hit, the bite.
Hit.
That is 4 points of piercing damage.
2.
First sting is 11 to hit. Second sting fucking is 9 to hit.
Nope.
As only one of these attacks hits you. I guess he's gonna stay there for now. I guess he's gonna stay there, yeah. Loop, you're up. Bryn, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to... Does it look like this to me as well? Like this...
You see the tiefling.
Okay.
You see this purple and black-skinned tiefling.
Okay, I will attempt to bite the tiefling.
Sure.
With advantage. 24.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
For 12 points of piercing damage.
12 points.
As I try to pull its leg out from under it.
What is that, a strength save?
Yeah, 13 DC.
Oh no! I rolled a 2! He fails. As you're able to pull Dread's legs out from under him, and he slams into the ground.
Weird.
How does getting knocked over affect concentration?
Doesn't. He's just knocked prone.
Okay. Yep.
He has to roll the concentration save against damage.
Yes, he is and continues to never
But yeah,
fail.
no, it doesn't stop anything else.
Okay.
That's gonna be it for me.
Sure. As he hits the ground, this is kind of only noticeable to the audience, I guess, because you don't share each other's visions. But as Dread, the tiefling, hits the ground, the fog kind of almost seems to flicker, where it like kind of is gone for a moment and then quickly returns. Next is Bryn.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 1.
Go ahead.
For 10 points of damage.
Sure. 10 points of damage as these 3 orbs of force slam into this roiling mass of bugs.
That's.
Oh no, you see the tiefling also.
Yeah, I see the tiefling.
So you see Dread on the ground, who takes these 3 bolts.
And then I'm gonna yell, "Get up! Jump on him!" And then I'm gonna start petting the tree beside me. Oh, this bark is awfully nice.
Hopefully nice.
After Bryn is Lily. Turmeric, you're on deck.
I am going to dash. So that's double my regular speed or distance, right?
Yep.
Speed. So 60. So I don't know where I'm.
You're right
I
there.
think I'm over here.
Yeah.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'm gonna go 60, just right in the doorway.
Sure.
Ooh, somewhere there. Yes. That's my action. So that's it, I think.
Good.
Yeah, that's it.
After Lily is Turmeric.
What does it cost to change my weapon?
To pull a weapon off your back, nothing. Free action. To drop the weapon you have now, nothing. Free action. To pick a weapon up. What do we usually say to pick a weapon up?
To draw a new weapon is an action, because I believe there's a quick draw feat that lets you draw them for free.
Is that right? Because I remember you could always drop your crossbow, take your sword out, but you have to remember to go get your crossbow after.
Maybe? It should say on the
this.
side of the screen what an action is.
Attack, cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, help, hide, ready, search, use magic item, use an object, use a special ability. That doesn't have all the actions on it though, because that doesn't have shove. I'll say it's a free action for now. I'll double check on this. There is no pick your item up as an action. Extra actions. Yeah, I'll say it's free for now to drop a weapon.
Drop in, take one out.
Yep.
All in one swift motion.
No, drawing a weapon does not take an action.
Sorry.
nor does picking up a dropped weapon. Both answers are found in page 190 of the player's handbook.
There you go. Free actions.
Alright, I'm gonna drop my longsword and shield and take out the great sword
Sure.
and bash down at this creature that is laying down. And miss.
Okay. After turmeric.
Don't you get advantage on something?
Do I get attack?
You would get advantage because it's prone, but you also have disadvantage because you're in the fog.
So it's straight.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
After turmeric is Holden.
Fucking bugs taking up all my attention. I can dash to this point, and that's it. Join the party. That's it.
Next is me. Dread will. Man, you guys really got him fucking pinned in here.
No retreating for you.
Dread will drop the nightmare. Dread will choose to let go of the spell. He'll just be this guy with the sword for now.
Keeps changing his.
As the fog disappears, as this nightmare that you were all in seems to dissipate, and he switches back. You watch as his form seems to shimmer, and the tiefling, who is bloodied and bruised at this point, is pretty visible. And he is going to cast Dimension Door and will disappear.
Just like that?
Just.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No.
I'm gonna yellow. Did you guys see that?
Can you do that?
No.
Loop, it is your turn.
Is there stuff to do? Are we still in combat?
I will.
Music seems to think we are. Can you hear this? Every time this chair creaks now, it picks up on mic.
Creak, creak, creak.
I will. I guess come back out this way and kind of move just into the middle there and see if I can. One more towards me. Backwards, yeah. Another. Yeah, there you go. See if I see anything.
You do see that he is on the roof of the 20-foot building, standing on the corner.
Of this building.
Yep. Nice. Perfect.
It's an A&W.
And then I will drop my wolf form and yell out, "He's on the tavern roof!" And that'll be my turn.
Good. Next is Lou. Next is me. This character will fire down 2 Eldritch Blasts at
get to go
second level. At one of these mics is trying to figure which mic. One of these mics has a pop, but I don't know which one.
I think it's mine.
I don't think it's yours. Yes, second level. An Eldritch Blast makes its way towards you, Kevin. Actually, 2 of them do. The first one misses. It's 1 attack roll. Make a separate attack roll for each beam. Okay. Wow, and the second one misses. I rolled a 6 and an 8.
Both of those miss.
These 2 green bolts of energy blow the street apart beside you where you're standing. And he will step back onto the roof. You lose sight of him as he presumably centers himself up in the middle of the roof. Next up is Loop.
I just went.
He just went.
Oh, it's me, I think.
Is Bryn. Did I do
think he
Dread
was-
in the wrong spot?
Yeah, I think
Because it
you
went
did.
Holden in the Loop?
No, when Holden, Dread, Loop, Dread. So I think you just.
Whoops.
did
Yeah,
two-
Dread should not have gone. Yeah, because he Dimension Doored out.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. So he does not fire those Eldritch Blasts. That's, whoops. Maybe he's going to do that next turn? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Bryn, sorry.
So if I'm shooting something with a 90 range, does it matter if it's in the air? It shouldn't, right? Or
Could change.
does that change the range?
Then that would change the range.
So
I mean, we're not going to do the math here, but as long as you're within, as long as it's reasonable.
okay.
If we have to, we could do the math.
I'm gonna stop here. That's my thing.
How far away is he from you in a line?
5, 10, 15, 20. He's 20 feet, and this shoots 90.
Okay.
So I assume that would
You're
reach.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna shoot acid arrow.
20 squared plus 20 squared and square rooted or something.
Pythagoras.
Also 20? I don't know. Yeah, that's probably close enough.
Is that close enough?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna shoot my acid arrow
Sure.
for 12.
To hit?
Yeah.
Does not hit. As it just flies off into the sky, and you can hear it somewhere in the distance beyond.
Okay.
Lands on the ground.
On
or a
miss,
building.
it will still take half. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage, and no damage on the next turn. So do I still roll damage then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 44. So I don't know why I'm rolling in here. For 9. So you take half of that.
Good. 4 points.
Yeah.
Next up is Lily.
So,
And then?
Turmeric.
so when he did that thing and disappeared,
Mm-hmm.
Lily's gonna stick her fist in the air and infernal, "You son of a bitch, get back here!"
Oh, yeah. Speaking his language.
And then we're gonna go outside. So
Get him.
okay, wait, this is 5. 30. 30 gets me like to this corner here. So I'm just going to stay there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Turmeric, you're up. Next is Holt.
Run out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And hide behind this wall.
Oh, okay. Holden, you're up.
Buildings are 10 feet tall.
10 feet tall, yeah. And then the big one at the back is 20.
20.
Yep.
This one's 10 feet though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Uh, 30 feet. Let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 for my movement. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, and 20 feet up. Can't throw my shield. Magic missile.
Okay.
Put my shield down. Magic missile.
Go roll damage.
Magic missile. Level 1, does it get a plus?
No.
Yep.
Well, plus.
Plus 3.
It's whatever the spell says.
Whatever you roll, plus 3. Well, that's what mine is. So mine's 1d4 plus 1. So roll 4 and add 3. If that's the same spell.
It is the same spell.
But at level 1, it does not get any additional missiles.
No,
right?
no,
No.
no.
4,
You get 3.
8, 9, 10, 11.
11 points of damage.
And plus 3, did you say?
How many dice
Plus
did you
1
roll?
each.
How many
3.
days?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, 3.
Or
so
8.
Yeah, that
9,
plus
10,
3.
11, 12, 13. Wow, that's a good magic missile.
11 plus 3 is 13?
9, 10 plus 3.
14. Oh, okay, 13.
Yeah.
13 points of damage. Okay.
That's the purple tiefling from my dreams, you guys.
Holden says as these 3 missiles slam into him. Next is my turn.
I yell back, I hope I'm in your dreams.
You were. You got your throat slit by that guy.
5, 10, 15, 20. How far away are you from the base of the building, Holden?
5, 10, 15,
20
20
feet?
on that corner.
Yeah, okay. Holden, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Excuse me.
25 feet.
Wisdom is my -1, 16.
16? That's pretty high. That probably makes the save. That makes the save. Just makes the save. Holden, as your missiles slam into this guy, this purple and black skinned tiefling looking down at you, he says, "My enemies are your enemies." And you can feel the weight of the suggestion coming over you as you do manage, just barely, just made it to fight it off. But there's a brief second where this fear of your allies, this inexplicable fear takes you over. You do manage to shrug it off.
I would have knocked you out.
And now he will back into the center of the roof,
Big half. orc.
disappearing over the side, or
Like it.
into the roof. Loop, you are up. Next is Bryn.
Okay. So I will take a double move, and I end up at the corner of the building.
Good.
And I guess on the way, I will throw a healing word at Turmeric.
Sure.
And heal you for 3 points. Oh, sorry, 5 points of damage.
Thank you.
As I walk by, the healing word is, "Oh, that doesn't look so bad."
Oh, no, it's not.
Bryn, you're up.
So if this is only 10 feet and this is 20.
Yep.
So if I'm on a 10 foot, I wouldn't be able to see 20
You might be
feet.
able to see more. You'd be able to see more of the roof than you can from down here.
Okay.
God.
We're really gonna have to stop hitting these mics.
Yeah.
That mic especially has gotten hit like 5 times today.
I guess I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And hold the dodge action.
Sure. You just take the dodge action.
Take the dodge action.
After Bryn is Lily. Lily, you're up.
Hmm.
Turmeric, you're on deck.
If I was a rogue.
You're on deck.
I'm gonna just move 30 and just stay here.
Sure. After Lily, Turmeric. Holden's up next.
I'll double move over here and lose my rage.
Okay. Oh, yes, because you did not attack or get attacked. Okay. That's all from you to me. Holden, you're up.
I'm going to attempt to climb up to the roof of this small building.
Sure.
What is that?
You don't have climb speed or anything? No. Give me a athletics or acrobatics.
Easy.
To go upstairs.
19.
19, yeah, it's easy enough.
And I'm gonna, before I decide to jump over, I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
What is that? 1d10 plus my level. What level are we on?
You're level 4 right now.
4 plus 4 is 8.
Heal for 8 points as you second wind. Okay.
And I see him, right? From where I'm standing? Do
Yeah, you can see him. He is on the back side of the roof. You can just kind of see the top of. You can see like head and shoulders basically from the angle that you're at. But yeah, you can see him. Anything else? You're done.
Just stare at him.
Okay.
Meanly.
It's his turn. He's gonna stare back.
Some more stairs for this.
As you lock eyes with him, Holden, he kind
Unabashedly.
of cracks out the tendons in his neck. And he's going to once again try to suggest to you. Go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
That'll hit. 1.
1. Perfect. As you two lock eyes, you try to tear your gaze away from him, but it seems like you can't. And he repeats his command from last time. Your enemies are my enemies.
Quit saying that.
And as he finishes saying it, you will be compelled to attack your closest ally.
Like in relation, or
Whoever is. I mean, you are suggested. You are now viewing your allies as enemies, as long as this spell is maintained.
So then I can only attack my allies?
Yes.
And am I,
I will,
obligated?
You are more or less mind control. You are obligated, yes. Yes, it is a form of mind control. Failed save. There's best of its ability. On failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. So the suggestion sentence is attack your allies. To the best of your ability.
That sucks.
So you can do it unless I feel you're not doing it to the best of your ability, then I will take control of your turn. Loop, you're up.
Real mind control.
I'm going to shape change into a spider.
hello
A
spider.
giant
Giant
I'm like-
spider.
Okay.
You guys.
And then
Whoa.
20 feet up the building, and then 10 feet towards the creature.
Easy enough.
And I will attempt to get it caught up in my web.
Sure. What's the range on web?
30
What is
feet.
that?
Okay.
It's just Yoshi.
30, 60.
Yeah, okay. He is Dread is right on the back edge of the building.
Like this back?
Yeah. Yeah, he's standing on the far side. You should have room. Yeah, you should have lots of space.
Ooh, that's probably not good. 15 to hit.
It's not a hit, no. As your web shoots towards him, very quickly surprises you as he pulls out a rapier and cuts away the web as it flies towards him. After Loop is Bryn.
So not knowing that Holin isn't all under control, I'm going to also attempt to climb the wall.
Sure.
Is that athletics?
Or you can do acrobatics, whichever you like. You can try and climb it through force or dexterity.
12.
12? You do not fall, but it is going to take your entire movement to get up here as you spend the turn. Yeah, but you like hook the edge, and you're like, no upper body strength. But it does take your full movement to get up this
I'll use my movement
10-foot climb here.
to get up there.
Yeah. Not enough to fail, or not low enough to fail, but not enough to
Right.
make it up in one.
More dice.
So then I would just be like on the edge. Kind
Yeah, you're on the roof. You do pull yourself up.
Here, Holden.
We've got a thing.
Oh, you got a thing? And I
Lot
can
of verticality now to our combats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be able to see him.
Yep.
So I am going to cast. Oh shoot! How far? I'm gonna have to cast Magic Missile because that's the only thing I can do within my range. I'm gonna do it at level 2.
Sure.
So that's 4 of these. So 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Now will be my turn.
Okay. The suggestion fades because you or your companions dealt him damage. Lily, you're up.
I totally thought you were gonna turn around and just kick me in the butt.
So close.
Right off the
He
building.
was gonna thunder wave you off the building.
I know.
We were all hoping.
I thought so, but
Lily, your turn. Turmeric, you're up.
No, but nuts.
Okay. I'm going to.
What did you hit him with?
Magic Missile. Okay. The only other thing do I have anything? Oh, I have one other
So
thing
how does
that
it
can
work
reach him.
if I'm going to try to climb something? So
It's athletics or acrobatics, and depending on how well you do, will depend if it is your movement, or if
Okay.
you need to use all your movement, or if you don't make it, or...
You
Okay.
die. Like
Yes.
I almost did.
I'm gonna try to climb up too.
Sure, this 20, you're trying to climb the 20-foot building?
This one I'm gonna move. So 5, 10.
Okay.
Try to climb up.
Yeah, it can be acrobatics or athletics, whichever you like.
Okay.
What happened to our boss battle music?
So peaceful. I know.
Nice.
Oh yeah, nice. I'm 22.
Oh yeah, more than enough.
Okay. So I am gonna.
You can join my
Jump up.
square if you want. You can share a square.
Can I talk? Can I?
Yeah?
No.
I don't know. Can you in your lichen form? Do you speak? Do you have your normal
yeah,
voice?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Does Lily just have her normal voice, or is it
I'm like it's
my
like
monster voice? Hey guys.
that's fun. Okay, I'm gonna boom my voice. I'm going to speak to the tiefling and infernal. You must think that we are what? Weak? You are the one that's weak.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Sure.
I'm ready. I'm gonna just ready myself. I don't know. I'm
You
on
can
the roof.
you can with your lichen hearing, you can hear him very quietly respond in infernal. Not weak. Stupid. And you can see kind of a grin grows across his face. Turmeric, it's your turn.
I want to climb up the 20-foot wall.
Sure, go ahead and roll acrobatics or athletics.
Everybody doing it.
14.
14. For the 20-foot wall,
Yeah.
how much move? Where are you? How much movement do you have available
Right at
here?
the edge.
I'm right at the edge.
It's gonna take your full movement, but you barely make it up.
All right.
Not too bad, considering it's 20 feet straight up.
Yeah.
We're all out.
Yeah, you have to like throw your greatsword up ahead of you, and it
Yeah.
clang, 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 and start climbing up.
Put you on the cabinet.
There you go.
And you do make it up there.
Perfect. Looks
And
like we need
then
to
I'm
make
going
some 3D.
to.
My turn?
Nope.
I'm going to use my action to dash.
Sure.
10, 15, 20. Oops.
You could
over
just
the
move
bar.
this stuff
And now I'm
out of
like
this.
right by him.
Okay.
Yeah, that could just be the
roof.
And then
Does it
bonus
do the
action
roof?
to rage.
Yeah.
Sure. Now it is your turn, Holden.
Oh, it's already set up. You might as well.
Sure, whatever. Okay, in the moment, let's play this out. In the moment that I get mind controlled or whatever.
Just for clarity, Turmeric, you and Dread are on the like far, like he is right in the corner of the roof, and you are where are you standing?
We can take these off if you want and pretend that this.
Yeah,
is
let's just get
the
rid of
roof.
those. Yeah, we'll just pretend that we're on the roof. Yeah, so he is like right in that corner. Yeah. Yeah, just so we know who's where
Yeah.
with the ranges.
I
Okay,
can
perfect.
make it.
Perfect.
Yeah, in that moment where I got mind controlled or whatever, and then I see Bryn climb up, I begin to walk at her in the
Push her off the building.
yeah, like I was intending to push her off or Sparta kick her off the balcony, and then she fires her missiles, and then that snaps me out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I like shake it off. I see him, and then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. When did that move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, my run and jump onto the next one.
Okay. You're gonna run. How far? So it's what 5 foot out, 10 foot alley.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
so
10-foot
so it's
alley.
about 10 foot by 10 foot. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
it's a 10 foot. All right.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm an action hero.
Good luck. It's gonna be
Wait,
the
aren't
high-ish. This is actually harder than just climbing the building.
Athletics.
Yes, definitely
19.
in this case. Okay, yeah, you do somehow manage to make it as you're running off the roof.
Action hero.
There's a second where you look to Lily and she meets your gaze and gives you a bit of a to throw you higher, because I don't think you can jump 10 feet straight up.
Come on.
Told you how. It'll be on the back of the screen.
I look at Lily.
Okay, fine. I was
High jump. Move
No
10
holding
plus
to
feet
fly.
and jump a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. When you make a standing high jump, you can only jump half that distance.
10 feet.
Well, it tells you how far you can jump. It doesn't tell you how high you can jump. Jump a number of feet equal to your strength score. But that's long jump.
Should be.
High jump would be up. Jump a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. Okay, so what is your strength modifier?
3.
So you can jump 10 plus 3 plus 3 is 16 feet. That doesn't
No,
make
you can jump.
that doesn't make sense.
You can jump. It said 3 plus your strength modifier is
You
high
move.
jump.
3.
You move 10 feet. And,
Yeah.
and jump a number of feet equal
So
to.
yeah, you
okay.
can jump 6 feet straight
Yes.
up.
I will allow it this time because I didn't actually know the high jump
action
rules.
heroes.
Well, this hey, balancing the game, you know. Matt Eads gets show the luck thing. What do I know? So
And that's...
because Lily assists you this time,
Yeah, I'll
That'll make sense.
you make it.
put my
like,
hand
Willy.
like this
Because you didn't actually use an action, did you?
to do anything.
Did you use an action on your turn?
I don't
Climb.
You
think so.
boomed your voice.
But yeah, and I climbed the 10 feet
Yeah.
up. But
So we,
no, I
we,
didn't
we,
really.
we could say even that you took the help action instead of doing nothing
Yeah.
to help throw Holden over.
Sure.
I'm just gonna
And you do
be
make it.
yelling like, Holden's flying!
And this image of you and a man in a very wide-brimmed hat with yellow skin making almost this exact same maneuver and you eating shit totally flashes in your mind for a second.
Oh, that's no.
Next is me. He's going to take a 5-foot step so that he is on the other side of Turmeric. And he's going to try to shove Turmeric off the roof.
What a rude.
I make a strength check against your athletics or acrobatics, whichever you like.
I roll?
Yes. Athletics or acrobatics.
Man, that's horrible.
21.
Oh, I have in.
11. You are pushed 5 feet back.
Do I
As-
get advantage though? Because of my rage?
No, you don't.
You're not raging.
I raged.
He raged.
Oh, did he?
Oh.
Yeah, you're raging. Yeah, you have it if rage gives you advantage on strength checks, and you're using athletics and not acrobatics, then yes, you would have advantage.
Advantage on strength checks.
Oh.
Advantage on strength saves.
Do it.
You get pushed 5 feet off the roof as he quickly spins to the side of you and lowers his shoulder.
How do I do it?
With a smirk, he shoulders you as you fall 20 feet and take 1d6 per 10 feet fallen.
Ugh, so I die?
You only take 6 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage. As you land on your back 20 feet below.
I'm resistant to bludgeoning.
Falling off a roof
Falling
is
off a
nothing
roof,
to you.
though.
And
I fall off stuff all the time.
he will,
Clearly.
using the rest of his movement. He will. It's 20 feet down. He'll try to climb down the back, and you can all see as he looks has to do the turn around backwards and lower himself down. He's trying to climb down. It's gonna be a really hard climb.
Nobody falls.
Falls part of the way actually, where he does make a little bit, and you can hear what you would assume is him falling as you just hear this. As something hits the ground on the other side. Next is Loop. He is prone. He's prone beside the house.
All right, come on, recover my web. Nope. So I will come to this side of the roof. Over to where he was. And yeah, I will just double move
Sure.
and go right beside him.
Yeah. After Loop is Bryn.
I whole jump across.
I
this and
will-
jump back down.
Attempt to go down
Sure.
off the. So that's athletics, right?
Mhm.
Or I can use acrobatics.
From
Athletics?
10 feet. Yeah, you could.
Are you
yeah,
sure?
Yep.
2, 3 with a natural one.
Okay. Yeah, you fall. As you're similarly trying to climb down. 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you, everybody slams into the. In the last 6 seconds, 3 people have fallen off the roof. Like. Push.
I like that. Does that count as my movement then? Can I use the last half to stand up? Or that's it?
Yeah, no, falling doesn't count as. Half your movement to stand up.
Yeah, so
but,
I'll use half my
falling
movement to
doesn't take
stand
anything.
up. And then I'll move.
Any idiot can fall off a roof.
I'll move 15 feet around the corner here.
Sure.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah. That'll be my move.
Act like it didn't happen.
Lily, it's your turn. Turmeric, you're up after this.
Just 1 sec, sorry. Okay, I'm going to try to climb down.
Okay.
And I do have to use athletics, or can I use?
You can use acrobatics if you want.
Okay. All right. So, natural 20.
Easy enough, as you just very nimbly leap off and land easily enough.
Sweet. And do I still have my full movement?
Yeah.
That would have been it wouldn't have
Doesn't
counted
take
as an
anything to
action?
fall.
Okay. So I'm going to dash.
Sure.
So 5. So I'm gonna end up right here.
Okay.
Step over.
Yeah.
Just run past them. These flying
Turmeric, your
there.
turn.
And then me, right?
Have to stand up.
Yep.
Yeah.
5. Down on to this square or this square?
He was right. You're like in between.
Well, he was in the corner, so you would be 1 square
Yeah.
towards me from the
You-
corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I can still attack?
Are
Can
you
you
within
reach?
5 feet?
I don't know. Where did he fall?
He is beside
he's-
Turmeric, or beside
Yeah,
the
he's
spider.
He's 5 feet away.
Right beside me. So yeah,
So
you're
5 feet away.
still too far. Unless you also have a whip.
Can I throw a stone?
Makes you whoop it.
Sure, if you. Well,
You'd have to find.
you have a
yeah,
stone?
no. If you have a stone, yeah, absolutely. You could throw your boot.
Throw your sword.
Can I throw my sword?
Yeah, you can throw your sword.
All right, I'm gonna throw my sword at him.
Sure, just make a ranged attack. Your a roll plus your dexterity modifier.
Roll plus my dexterity modifier.
For 1 point of bludgeoning damage,
4.
it misses. Your sword flies over Loop. It lands in the square behind Loop as it hits the ground. After Turmeric is Holden.
I use my movement to kind of to run to the edge and just peer down. That's all I can really do.
Sure.
I want to fucking just
Drop the people's elbow.
elbow off the top rope here.
Drop your shield on them.
Do it. You'll take the fall damage, but you can make the attack if you want.
Will that be an action attack?
Yeah, it'd just be an attack.
Fall
Okay,
with
fine.
your shield in front of you.
Yeah, I'll look over and see him down there, and then I will like jump up and then like fucking place it like a skateboard.
You will take the fall damage from
Sure.
the fall.
Fuck this guy.
Go ahead and roll an attack. He's prone.
Fuck this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up.
No, he's prone, so you have advantage.
Fuck this guy up. Oh yeah. It's 25.
Oh, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Call that two-handed.
Yeah.
Two-footed.
Two-footed.
Do you get extra for gravity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking account into all of it. Don't worry. Everyone, Dread and you will take whatever the fall damage is. You'll both take it.
2 plus. That's only 7.
7 plus 12 for 19. You also take 12 points of damage, though.
That's right.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, fucking from the top.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, like I see him. Yeah, just like jump over the ledge and then double-footed down.
Sure.
Onto his head.
That's onto his body.
Yeah, as you land, you can hear ribs crack and bones break, and you can feel it give under you as it, and you can hear his breath just get expelled. As Dread is defeated.
Dread is dreaded. Yay!
T-Rex just standing.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay. Bye, Cav. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Good luck, all. Don't get me killed.
Okay.
We're
I have to
out.
make a roll for me this time. Use my die.
We're out. I'm sure we're out of the frying pan.
Yeah, the last thing that Luke notices before he leaves the session today is that strange stretching sensation, that teleport effect. You feel
Happens
it.
again?
Yeah, you feel the world.
Do I feel it if I'm still on?
Actually, I guess Luke doesn't feel it because he's on the zoomers, the shrooms. So actually, Luke doesn't feel it, but
Neither do I.
Holden,
us?
Lily, and Turmeric, yes, you all do feel it.
Am I still on mushrooms or like
Yeah.
have I come down?
No, it's only been like 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, good lord.
To you, it's felt like 10 hours, but that's just the
Furious
mushrooms.
Gonna just drop onto the grass and be like, when does this end?
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
I've
go-
crushed this man. And I'm gonna pick myself up
Yeah.
and sort of dust myself off.
It does appear to still be clinging to life. If there's anything you want to say to this individual before you get the sense he's maybe making death saves. He's grinning at you though.
Fucking that fucking shitty grin. Guys, this was this tiefling that I had the nightmare of. And, well, he has something to do with Rolton Lock. And he's making death saves, you think?
He appears to be on the brink of death. You've fought a lot of battles and you've seen people, expire from their wounds before. And this very much seems like that is about what is to happen.
I'll grab him by his collar
Sure.
and just say, like, what are you guys doing? What do you guys want with us?
As you grab him and pull him close, you can smell his breath, which is just rank, these jagged shards of teeth in his mouth. And as you pull him close, you can see around his neck a leather cord. And he smiles at you and says, Dask sends his regards.
Oh,
And
can
the cord
I
explodes.
use protection and put my fucking shield right in his face? Just to
It is a
jump on the grenade kind of thing.
You can try.
Sure,
Maybe.
yeah.
Let me see here. It is
Oh my
just like
goodness.
before, just like the first time this happened. It is a fireball spell.
I'm glad I'm not in range, but also I'm the medic, so.
It is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh, I miss it.
No, you get it.
Do I?
I'm gonna say there's
Sure.
no way you can jump on this grenade.
No,
really.
we'll take
Yeah.
the damage, but for role playing sake, I'll
I'm 15
Sure.
away.
try to place my shield over
Yeah,
him.
okay.
Yeah.
And who's not in the explosion? Anyone?
Everybody but
Bryn.
Bryn.
Bryn, you can see there is like a cutout in the flame as it where Holden has his shield and is trying to block some of it.
Can I see any of it? Because I'm like way on the corner of the building.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot, it's taller than the building, as tall as the building, so you see.
Jeez. Flames coming out?
Everybody's hit, give me a dex save.
Me too? Or not me?
Only the people who get hit.
Nice.
Oh,
14.
15 for me.
someone roll for a loop.
Is 17.
Can I roll a luck die.
How many have you
This?
used?
I've only used one.
Yeah, if you want, you can roll like that for
Okay.
like any d20 pretty much.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll luck.
Sure.
And sorry, this is a dex save?
Yep.
Okay. 7. Is this? It was the same.
7. So anybody rolled 14 or lower. The save is 15. So I think Lily
Just
and
Lily.
14. I rolled.
Holden both get hit.
Yeah, 15.
You will take 19 points of fire damage. The rest of you who are hit take half of that.
And I have resistance, so
That's
half.
correct. That's correct. As a tiefling, you have resistance to fire damage.
Fine.
So what is that? 19.
How you doing, Holden?
8.
I am knocked
9, sorry,
unconscious.
9.
Okay.
Not 8. You're knocked unconscious? Okay.
Yeah, taking the brunt of
I
it.
don't know how much life points he has.
Is he still a spider?
Yeah.
He has enough then, because once his spider ones run out, his real hit points kick in.
I threw
Okay.
it down here somewhere.
I'll jump 2.
But yes, so you took your 9 points of damage, Loop, turmeric.
8 points.
9 points. 19,
Nice.
half of 19 is
8.
9.
I'm still up.
I'm down.
Yeah, Holden is like blown back as it, and he hits the ground. Loop, who, assuming he still has healing spells, would probably rush over and immediately use a healing spell to get Holden back up.
Thank you, Loop.
I'm trying to think
Motherfucker.
of what spells he's used. None. Be shape,
Just be shaped.
be shape,
He's used word of
healing word.
Healing
Yeah, he
word.
definitely still has spells.
He tried to use that hold person at the very beginning, but he's
Yeah.
always like burning spell slots for healing.
Yeah, he's definitely got.
I have healing too. I could run over. I have my healing feat.
Sure. Why don't? Because Luke's
wanna
not
do
here.
that?
Yeah, we'll let somebody else handle it.
I'll do it. So I have a
he's
healing feat.
Disintegrated.
So you would get 1d6 plus 4. Plus your max number
you
of hit
still up?
dice, which is should be 4, I think.
After
How many hit dice do we
19
have?
Points.
I think we have 4. Or how many hit dice do you have?
2.
Okay, so you get 2.
1d6.
Yeah, and then add 4.
You should have 4 hit dice, but you can only spend half your hit dice per short rest.
Yeah, I think I've been neglecting that. It's 4 plus 4.
Plus 4.
4, 8, 12.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank
and
you.
then I'm down to 7.
Let's pause for our break
Yeah.
right now. Now that the combat is done, we're gonna take a very quick break, or we'll use the restroom, fill our drinks, do what we need to do.
Round.
All right, let's come back. Vanquisher Syndicate. What would you like to do?
I would like to loot these markets.
Sure. Yeah, you can. They appear to be empty, but
Loot
you
these
can
markets.
go ahead and roll me a investigation
Um,
check if you want to.
Can I search to see are there any bodies, or are they still all gone?
No, they all fell asleep.
Oh yeah, are they awake now?
Are they there though? Because
Are they? Where are you looking?
I'm gonna look in like the tavern where the bodies had originally fell,
The tavern appears to be empty.
Shoot!
and then I'm gonna try this one.
The more you search, it appears.
Like everybody's gone.
Yeah, you don't find anybody.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, what kind of damage did that fireball do to the tavern? Did we
That's
fuck
all
it up?
one can see.
The side is black and scorched, and there are patches of it that are,
Nah.
little fires, but it didn't blast it apart or anything.
Yeah. After a search of the little area, there's nobody here. Because, like, we left Braden in the thing and the barkeep. But they're gone now.
I know I'm tripping balls, but like, did you know that guy?
Are you still tripping balls?
Still?
And as I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
not even paying attention, but I'm like petting Lily.
She's not even near you.
I run over.
We need
I'm
to
just,
snap
like,
you out of this.
petting Lily.
Just go and
Like you're
go and have a look around with turmeric.
What are we looking for?
I don't know. Stuff. Checking out these markets. Can I check them out one by one or no? I only rolled a 5.
A 5. They appear to be empty stalls. You get the sense whoever puts their goods out doesn't leave their goods just sitting out all night.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
it's nighttime.
Can I go into the bar
What happened to our bar?
and
Yeah, is it nighttime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nighttime.
Can I see what kind of bottles are in here? I'm looking.
Sure.
I don't know, just stuff to take.
Make an investigation check. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go to the town square and scrutinize the tracks that thing had left a little bit closer. Now that it's not so tense.
Sure. Make a. I mean, you can find. You know where it was. They're easy to find. Call this a nature check.
Not.
They are these little cone-shaped row of tracks under this insect creature that pulled.
That's apparent even after a 4 roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pickle size?
They do appear to be about pickle size. Give or take pickle size. Yeah.
Pickle size.
Plus or minus pickle
So
size.
this was this is definitely the tracks that were left at Pian.
Piern?
Where?
Pian.
Piern. Are you speaking another language?
Pian,
I can't
you
even
guys.
tell.
These are the spiky things that you've been looking for this whole time, Bryn.
And then I'm going to repeat. Those are the spiky things I've been looking for the whole time.
Yeah. So that was Ralton Locke, you guys. Shithead of an asthma. He's one of the
Rolton?
wolves. Ralton Locke.
The one that blew up?
No, that was Dread, the tiefling that's been fucking with my head
Do
lately.
you still have that mark?
Do I still have that mark? Didn't?
You do not.
Huh.
There's a slight scar and a little bit of discoloration, but it just resembles a very faint scar.
Cool. I'm gonna smack your back and be like, you cured yourself!
Cured myself, yeah. I got a piece of shit out of my life.
I mean, I think it was my
do that
healing
every
feat,
morning.
but
Thank you, Bryn.
Yeah.
I am a trained medical doctor.
I rolled a 17 for in the bar tavern.
You find bottles of the introspective brew. You find a few bottles of spirits, bottle of wine. Could be a cask of ale or beer.
Okay. I'm gonna take the introspective bottle
Sure,
and the wine.
sure. Yeah,
Put it in my pocket.
okay. Write it down in your inventory.
Good call.
Can I check all the other homes for people and if anyone is still there?
Sure, make an investigation check.
8.
8. You don't find anyone after searching through all these buildings.
It's a ghost town out here.
I'm going to come out.
Sure.
And I'm calling out to Beavis. Beavis!
Make an animal handling check if you want.
Yeah, where are our horses?
Oh, can I call out to Wolf?
Oh.
That's only in the center.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. It'll take a few minutes, but in 10 minutes they do eventually wander their way
Oh, yay!
into the village.
That's
How
nice.
about
Okay.
Wolf? Where's Wolf at?
I don't know, where is Wolf?
Can I call for him?
Sure.
Wolf!
Blinks under your shoulder.
Awesome. I'm gonna give him a piece of fish.
Okay.
I'm gonna wander over to that tree and just start talking to it.
Okay.
Maybe hug it.
Sure. Roll me a perception check as you walk
Me?
over that tree, Bryn. Yeah.
Perception. Oh,
That's
not very much. 3.
Okay.
yeah.
Lily, you can roll me a perception check as well with advantage. This is a hearing based.
Oh, yoy. 5.
That's with advantage?
5. Okay.
I missed my.
Carry on.
Our ears are ringing from the explosion.
Yeah. It was quite loud.
Yeah, my face is all
Oh, yeah.
messed up. I'm probably Lily now.
Do you see the tracks leading anywhere?
No, it just disappeared. So yeah, that was Ralton Locke. He was one of Nola's wolves. Apparently he's been the one behind all these disappearances, at least here in Pien.
Where?
Pien.
Here?
Yeah. That's 2 out of all the wolves that have come
How
searching
many
for
are
us.
in your pack?
It's not my pack.
In
How
a
many
pack.
in Lola's pack?
How many come in a pack?
6? 6 pack?
2, 3, 4.
So we've killed 2 out of 4?
Yeah.
Is that including
bad.
Lola?
Actually, I have killed 2 out of 4. Nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Good job.
I'm gonna name that move the fucking. Actually, no, that wasn't even. Dread wasn't part of the pack. Dread's just kind of a.
Oh, right. Locke
Shithead.
is the pack member.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's still
yeah.
3.
So you only killed
3
1.
left.
Yeah.
Oh, goals.
Yeah.
You should set them.
They're still hot on our trail, you guys. That's really worrying. And yeah, now we sort of know that they're the ones snatching these bodies.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, probably because of that thing back in.
Yeah.
Makes
Nope.
sense.
They.
They.
No.
They. Who?
They. The Red Wizards.
Oh, yeah.
Would I be able to search for herbs or incenses for my familiar? I don't know if I did that when we first came in.
I think you bought them last session from a traveling merchant in a cart.
No, he only had common spices.
No, you said
like
he had-
oregano.
Oh, you
didn't
didn't
have
have.
the
You're
right
right.
ones.
You can try, but you
won't be able to find
well, you might find 2 or 3 silver worth of the 10 gold you need. It's a big pack of very high quality specialty
Is there
herbs.
like bushels that I'm looking for here?
To find the reason they're so expensive is it takes a long time to find them in the wilderness.
You should just
You can
grow
look,
your
but
own.
you won't. You'll find some, but you won't
Okay,
find the
well,
full 10 gold.
Can I look for what I can find?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Where's Regis?
All right, here, just on your tied to your belt, I assume.
16.
16. Yeah, let's say you find a gold's
Yeah, you
worth.
got
Hey, you're
10,
with your
10%.
horse, apparently.
Oh yeah, I think Regis was on Beavis the whole time.
That's right. Better than Regis being on Regis. Rather confusing.
Can I ride a horse on mushrooms? Is this gonna be?
Though some might say it's the best time to ride a horse.
All right.
There was an alchemist here that you bought stuff from?
No, I mean because I'm seeing.
I thought there was. I remember
Yeah.
you going to a shop and hanging bundles of herbs.
That's what
and
Damon.
I'm
the
pretty
real
sure
No,
you
I'm
bought-
pretty sure I would have
Yes.
wrote it down. No.
Yeah, before we even went in, or there was our first stop in
Yeah, that was
the
the
town,
first stop you'd made.
and then there was an alchemist. Did you not write anything down?
No,
I think you
didn't.
should have it. You put your 10. Put your
Okay.
herbs down.
Okay.
You now have 11 gold worth of.
Yeah, I remember you bartering.
Really? Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
I thought
It's very
I
in
wrote
character
it
for the
down.
mushrooms, where you bring this bundle of herbs back, and then you go to put it down, and there's a huge bundle of herbs already there. You're like, oh yes.
Okay.
Regis. The head Regis.
Head of the horse.
The head Regis Hugh. What is this stretching feeling?
It seems to be any time, whatever the teleport effect happens. At least I've noticed it twice or 3 times now with you lot.
Just within here, yeah.
What was
Is
the
it-
last one? There was one unaccounted for right at the end there.
At the very end?
Shortly before you came plummeting off the rooftop yelling whatever the hell you were.
Yeah, there was
Hold
some
on.
sensation.
Fuck, I was adrenaline pumping. I was seeing red. I didn't really notice any.
I didn't notice
Sort of thing.
anything. Everything feels
Where
good.
did that even come from? I wonder.
Well, I remember it seemed to happen as well when we crossed that threshold into the very cold cave we were in there.
The Cave of Wonder.
Teleportation thing?
Oh, the Cave of Wonder, we call it that.
Could
Yeah,
be.
because it happened with the pirate in his chair, where we actually did teleport. It happened when Locke got the fuck out of here,
Every time someone.
when we crossed that
Teleports.
threshold.
Maybe they're changing to new dimensions. Like the threshold is a new dimension. That's what Regis said. Regis said it was a new dimension. I remember things.
Just regurgitate
What?
all that stuff.
I mean, that makes sense, though.
In a way, it does make sense.
You're leaving this dimension, going to a new one. So that's
was that?
Dimension traveling.
What was that last one? What happened there?
Maybe what's his face came back with his wagon
Do you see him?
somewhere. In
Let's listen.
Holden, as you're kind of looking around the square, you realize that the door to that house appears to be open.
Which one?
Yeah, just a crack. But you remember it not. You remember it being firmly closed, and nobody went into that house during the fight. As you climbed up, you remember
Yeah.
using that door as a foothold. It was definitely latched shut.
I'll approach. And
Where are you going?
Just follow me. Watch my back.
Alright, I'm gonna
Oh.
just stare at his back.
I'm gonna say.
Sure. As you open the door, and you can see there appears to be a child, about 10 or 11, you would guess, human male, who you might recognize. I don't know if you recognize the person, but they are kind of just huddled in the back, hugging their knees almost as you come in. You see this kid gets on all fours, is ready to scramble away.
Hey, settle down. Like,
But he does seem to calm down as he sees you come in.
we're here to fight
We're
off the bad
heroes.
guys.
He goes, "Oh, I know. I recognize you from Spring's Gift. I'm Braden's son, Mortimer." And he kinda gives you a little wave.
Hi, hey, yeah, your father was here. Were you staying here with your father?
Yes, we were just in the village for. Well, I don't know how long, but
Did
we
you
were staying here.
Did you fall under that sleep spell?
Well, I was hiding, but I think I did. Yeah. Yes, I woke up and.
And they must have not seen you because everybody's gone, including your father.
I was up in the rafters, just, and you look up and you see
Pretty
there's seems to be like a straw kind of not a bed, but a surface that someone could theoretically lie on the rafters. And you remember a similar situation in Spring's Gift where Braden and his son seemed ready to like leave at the drop of a hat.
Okay, hey, well, your father is gone.
Gone where?
I don't know. I think he was taken by the bad guys. Do you have anywhere safe to go? We've got that river running back at Spring's Gift. Maybe.
Is there anyone there?
Did you guys leave with anybody?
No, just us in the middle of the night. He didn't want to tell anyone. The villagers were mad. They thought he turned the water off.
I don't want to take a kid, you guys. We remember last time we took a kid?
I'd never taken a kid.
It's Jack.
Yeah, we had Jack.
A long
Yeah,
time ago.
look at him now.
Well,
Wherever he is. Probably slaying demons.
maybe. Maybe not.
Drinking with that drunk monk. Probably living. his
Mortimer,
finest.
do you got anywhere to go?
Well, I could stay here if it's okay.
Is it just him?
Appears to be.
You should just come with us.
Yeah, we can't leave a
You
kid.
can't leave you, child.
Okay. Whatever you think is best.
Hop on my back. There's a chair.
He kind of looks up at it and like kind of shrugs and like starts awkwardly trying to climb into this chair in the back, but does eventually get himself kind of standing on the back. It's, wow, this is great. It's like looking over all of you.
Call Wolf over.
Wolf blinks
Hang out
onto your
with
shoulder. He goes, hi, oh, honey.
Here,
Kinda
hang
starts-
out with Wolf.
Starts petting the cat.
Now what?
I'm also like, forgot about that cat.
You can hear Regis. We just seem to be getting more add-ons to the party as we go. Want a few more ragtag individuals?
Regis, they don't call it a party for no reason.
Oh, here.
Mortimer, what did you witness? What did you hear and see while all this was happening?
I just felt tired and I think I must have went to sleep, and when I woke up, well, I just opened the door and saw you in the square.
What do you think they're doing with the people?
I have no idea. He was... What did he say? He said...
What did Locke say when you talked to him?
He wanted me to return to the pack, is what he said. He said that Nola had sent him.
Nola, I thought you said Nola's dead.
Nola just disappeared a long time ago.
So no one's seen her body?
Did you tell him you have a new pack?
No. I mean, I didn't rejoin his pack. I didn't want to.
Pack sucks, probably.
Do you know the other members, the other pack members?
I know of them.
So what do you know of them? Like, what should we be worried about?
Who's left?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's left in this
Do you
pack?
know who's left?
Tacoma's dead.
He said Dask.
Dask, yes, is
Yes. Regards.
a half-orc wizard, sorcerer actually. Really good with fire. I mean, the explosion at the Adventurers Guild in Baldur's Gate was his doing.
How do you know?
It's just kind of his calling card, and also Tacoma said Dask sends his regards.
Who's what's Locke all about?
Locke is... He was Nola's second in command.
That's all you know.
Locke's the guy that was just here.
Yeah, that was Locke. He's an Asima.
Handsome fellow, hey?
Yeah,
What?
an Asima. You know how she is sort of demon and fiendish-like?
Are you?
You're evil.
You're a demon
No,
fiend?
she's not, you guys. She just... Her heritage just makes her demon and
Your hair is
fiendish-like.
soft, though, so that's okay.
Asmas are kind of like the opposite. They're angelic and celestial-like.
Well, clearly he's not.
No, he's a shithead. Fuck that guy.
I'm very confused.
Blow that guy up, too.
Yeah, he's bad news. It was a Locke, Dask, and that Tabaxi that we thought was following us a long time ago.
Mist?
No, different one.
Calda?
Calda, yeah.
Calda. And so we've only killed Tacoma.
So there's still 3 left.
So we have a
Of the
Tabaxi, a
4.
half-orc, and
Asmir.
Asmir.
How long was it since you knew these individuals or interacted with them?
Fucking years ago, Regis.
Who's to say there's not maybe more than there were that you knew? Perhaps Jed himself, one of the
Yeah.
wolves. Who's to say?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it was
Too
years
long.
ago, and it stands to reason that they've bolstered their ranks of dread.
And how did you get caught up with these characters?
Weren't we all part of the same mercenary?
I was trained by Nola. She taught me everything I knew, and she ran with these wolves years back. They achieved like a heroic act years and years ago, even before I knew them. But then they had split ways, and that's when I sort of met Nola, and that's with the mercenary company where I met you guys.
I'm nodding, but I'm like retaining absolutely none of the information you're saying.
I know.
That's okay.
I know, that's okay. I'll tell you guys the story again. We gotta snap you out of this.
Okay, so clearly they want.
They want you back.
Yeah, they miss you.
They want something. I don't know exactly what.
Yeah.
I know that they're, from what Tacoma had told me, they're kind of mad about what happened to Thay.
I mean, it's been ages. Why can't they just?
Get over it. Gosh.
I know. Come on, I know a thing or two about holding a grudge. Right?
It's because you're holding.
Holding a grudge. Lily, I don't suppose you caught a scent off of them.
Oh, I get it. Like his name.
I'm still laughing.
Off of Locke?
Off a lock, yeah.
I never got close to him, so I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, that was.
I'm sure Asimovs have their own
Smell.
scent.
Guess
Much akin
what?
to strawberries.
I was gonna say, I'll smell like strawberries.
Probably
I've
like
heard.
citrus.
If you didn't know.
They probably smell like citrus.
Yeah.
Clean. They were rolling with Drow. He was rolling with Drow.
Yeah, that's odd. Do Asmirs typically roll with Drow? Is that a thing?
I don't think he's a typical Esmir. He's
Maybe they're recruiting him.
maybe, I don't know. And then he had that wagon or whatever it was with that beetle. I think it was a beetle. I was
I wish
pulling
we
it around.
had looked at the wagon closer.
Yeah, next time I'll ask him to just hang tight.
I know.
Brant, it's at this point that you kind of you can feel the effects starting to wear
Oh,
off.
thank goodness.
You come back to planet Earth.
Fucking, they're kidnapping people.
I know Loop got a good look at the beetle. Did it have like little cone feet?
I think. I don't know. The wagon. What had the cone
Nods.
feet?
Nods. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Beetle had cone feet?
Yeah. So now we know that they're stealing people, and I don't know what they're doing with their bodies, but they're clearly putting them to sleep and taking them.
Yeah. They roll through, and that was like super quick too.
We need to be
Right.
prepared for the next time we encounter them, because I'm sure this won't be the last.
You
We
hear
need,
that,
like,
boy?
Sleep potions.
I can hear everything. I'm right here.
You're gonna have to train up. We'll make a warrior out of you yet.
Okay.
Okay, well. We should probably move on anyways.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's hit the road. We found our horses. Bort.
Regis?
I have Bort.
Beavis?
Did we just find
leaving,
Beavis?
We're leaving tonight? We're leaving right now?
Well, we
Well, we could rest up.
We ought to rest up.
yeah, that's true. Who knows what we find in the woods?
Yeah. Let's just hole up in one of these shelters.
The little one.
I choose the tavern.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Did you find any food in there?
Yeah, you found a few like rolls of sausages and things.
Yeah.
And
Snack?
preserves.
Ooh,
and, yeah, you
sausage.
found a good amount of food.
I'm
Kid, you
super
hungry?
I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
Mortimer?
What?
Kid, you
Oh,
hungry?
His name's Boy.
I could eat.
Okay. Let's hold up in there and rest
Yeah.
for the night, and then first crack of dawn. Let's move on.
Okay, we'll need to set up a watch.
I can go first.
I'll go second.
I can do third and fourth.
Okay, sure.
Holden needs his rest. Tough day.
First watch.
Okay.
Who put yourselves where you're posted up in the tavern?
Yas!
Sure.
We're gonna go in the tavern or the little one? The tavern?
I guess
Okay.
tavern.
Okay.
Where's the cabinet?
Oh, we need the cabinet.
Oh yeah, put the cabinet back in there. We need the cabinet in there. Yeah, that's how you get to Narnia.
Knock this cabinet.
The stream unfortunately can't see our like dope cabinets and bar tops and things
Yeah.
this week, but next week we'll have the camera. I should put it like right here, just on top of the DM screen.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That
Your
would be
view.
cool.
Yeah.
Push the cabinet
That'd be
over and
neat.
sleep on it.
Hey,
have it like it right there.
Just like sit on the corner.
Sure. First watch, give me a perception roll.
All right.
As you
Bah.
sort of, not barricade the doors, but
Come on, you guys.
Don't leave loop.
20.
20. Okay. As you were probably hoping for a little bit of peace and quiet, Lily, did you roll with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. You can hear the door of the tavern opens about an inch, and you can see. You're not sure what you're seeing. Something that appears to be shiny and metal. Maybe the tip of a sword.
Is it this one?
Yep. You can see whatever the shiny metal object is. It's just poking through the door. And whoever has the other side is maybe, it seems like they're almost prying the door with it almost.
Okay. I jump up. Quietly, I guess. I don't know. And I'm going to turn into my Lycan.
Okay.
It's time to get radical. And then I go to the door.
Whispers it as to not wake up the gang.
Yeah, as to not wake up the gang.
Regis whispers, "Hell yes."
And I kind
His
of
body
like...
in water deep. Raises up the double horns.
And I just push the door.
Sure. And as you do, you basically knock this individual over, and you can hear someone just kind of exclaim as they get pushed back. As they, oh! And the door's open. You can see a very wide brim hat is about all you can see as this individual slowly picks themselves up and kind of stands up. You can see the red bandana that you are somewhat familiar with now, covering from the mouth down. This pale yellow band of skin visible just between the hat and the bandana. This person picks himself up and dusts himself off and goes, "Well, that was a mite rude, wasn't it?"
You were
Fixes-
just about to
fixes
get
the
your
poncho that
throat
they have.
clawed out.
Well,
The hell?
fancy meeting you here. Where's the rest of your little soiree?
They're sleeping in here.
Oh, whoa, pardon me. I'll keep it down.
Yes, please.
Well, I think we should maybe. You folks notice any? This might sound a little weird. Teleporting going on
There sure was,
around
yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm. Encountered it.
Wasn't
Like 3 times
wasn't you
today.
lot by any chance, was it?
No.
Okay.
Some bad guys that we took care of. Kind of.
They still around.
No,
By
I don't
chance.
think so. No. Why don't you come in?
Well, if you're inviting me in, sure. And you can see the shiny metal object. You're not sure what it is. It's some. It's some kind of a weapon. Clearly, reminds you of like a hand crossbow almost, but appears to be made of this shiny metallic chrome.
Okay.
And has a single point almost. He holds it very much like a wand, where he seems to just aim it at whatever threat he perceives.
Do I remember it from the docks?
You
Like,
do.
Did he use it?
He did, yes. You heard it used on the docks. It makes a loud and very much seems to be like a wand of not fireballs, because it doesn't,
Yeah.
not a radius, but like a wand of fire bolt almost.
Okay. Do you want a drink or anything?
Well, I'd love one if you're offering.
So-
He kind of flips it, whatever this thing is, he flips it around and it goes into a holster on his hip.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a drink from the bar. I'm assuming everybody is still sleeping.
I'll wake
I
up
think we're
from the sound of like footsteps coming in.
Sure.
Timric doesn't wake up from small things like that.
So here's your drink.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And as he's saying it, you can hear Turmeric just sawing logs a few feet away. And he kind of, did you give him the mushroom drink? Or
No,
did you
no,
give him,
it's like ale, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Marshall,
And he kind of looks over and says, "Oh,
the fuck are you doing here?
I'll ask you the same. Just came to, well, investigate some weird goings-ons, and seems like I ran into you folks again.
We were also investigating some weird goings-ons.
Maybe we're investigating the same goings-ons.
I mean, like, we actually just happened onto the town, and there was a weird goings-on.
Well, we happened onto the weird goings-ons, and then I happened onto the town. So a little bit of a reverse from what you folks did, I suppose.
What?
That's funny.
I suppose. in a way.
How'd you get here?
Well, I took the ship. How'd you get here?
You have a ship.
Well, yeah, you must have seen it. We got at least part of it out, and I said, see you in a few months. And, well, here we are a few months later. Ship's up. Ready to go.
Holy ship.
Well, not wholly, but it's pretty remarkable.
That is definitely remarkable. That's great news. Which way are you going?
Well, heading back to Waterdeep.
So convenient. Yeah.
Excellent.
Give you a
It is
lift. I
excellent.
can
Absolutely.
tell by the glances you're all sharing, you're heading the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to. We would love to have a ride there. We've been heading to Waterdeep for 60 or more days.
Yeah.
Well, it's only about a 30-day trip on foot, so that's
Yes. been a
remarkable in
trip.
its own right, I suppose.
Remarkable story. We have.
Only about 5 days out of Baldur's Gate. Well, anyways.
Take the long way
So
around.
all the teleporting, I mean, you must notice it. The world seems to get real thin like for a second there and slams back.
Are you the one that just arrived? Did you just arrive?
Well, yeah, maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago.
By conventional waters?
Well, ship in the waters, absolutely, but did not take conventional waters to
By
get here.
conventional sailing?
No, very unconventional
Now
sailing.
that explains that last stretchy.
Well, that last one was almost certainly me.
Tell me about your boat.
Maybe some other. That's a personal question to ask a cat. Maybe some other time, but just trust me, it's very big. I guess more than big enough for all of you.
Charming man. So we came here. It was just a stop off along our way, and we ran into some unsavory fellows and had a little bit of run-in. And yeah, some weird goings-ons, and I really couldn't explain too much more. I don't really know, but what exactly?
Somebody's teleporting all over the place, making all these weird effects everywhere, and things are moving in ways they shouldn't. I'm not too sure what it means, but, well, the folks I work for wanted it investigated, and what am I if not a working man?
People you work for, with I imagine that's Sergeant Aaron and
Well, in a
Mist.
roundabout way, I suppose. I more work with those two than for them, but
right.
I think our orders all probably come from the same place.
Where is that place? Captain?
Well, maybe once we get to Waterdeep, if I feel I can trust you, I might introduce you. Nothing personal, of course. Just
No, I get the-
you know
I
how
get
it is.
I get it.
Skulldrudgery and all that noise.
What did she say? Subterfuge.
Oh, well, that's a great word for it.
Subterfuge is what she said.
Just like that.
It's my best Aaron Hornet smash.
Oh, it sounded just like her. Wow. It's like she was in the tavern here with us for a moment. Well, we can leave tonight if y'all are ready. About a 10-minute walk to the beach.
I mean, I think we should all go.
Yeah.
We'll take a lot off.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm gonna try to wake up to me.
Will you take horses?
Well, how are we going to get them onto the ship?
A ramp?
Well, okay. I like where your head's at. Once you see what we're kind of dealing with, maybe
Okay.
you'll see why that won't apply.
He
But
probably came in a rowboat.
that's exactly
So,
right.
Not
Okay.
as deep as.
Waterdeep.
I'd hate to leave these horses. They've been very good companions to us.
Yeah, I'd like to set Bort free. If we can't take him with us.
They're domesticated animals. They will probably for sure die without anybody feeding them properly.
Well, maybe.
They survived 3 months.
What?
On their own, yeah. When we disappeared.
Can you
Spring's
not use
gift.
that thing that you have?
Animal instinct.
What thing?
That thing.
Your fucking disc.
This?
I'm gonna slap.
Oh, I
Regis in
don't
the
have it
butt
right now.
Sure.
and send him off.
No!
Okay. He gallops
You're
away.
free, Regis.
Reins. He's got his saddle and his reins.
Oh,
and,
goodness.
you know, what was it they called? The thing they bite down on his mouth.
Bridle? Brittle?
Yeah, he's got it all.
He's still
All,
got
all the
his-
horse gear on.
The
I was
wagon
gonna
on.
tell you to speak with beasts and then tell them to go free.
Oops.
Yeah.
Alright.
As
Wow.
Regis thunders off into the woods.
Just tell the other boys that they're free.
I'll slap the rest on the butts.
Sure. And they all
You're free.
they all take off. All the horses rear back and off they go into the
I hope
gear
they'll be okay.
still attached. One of them dragging a cart where you can hear the of the wheels.
I'm gonna push turmeric aggressively. It's like, hey, I didn't say goodbye to Beavis.
Oh, you can catch him.
So
I
rude.
think he's the one with the cart.
I'm just gonna storm off.
Okay.
Start walking.
Oh, look what you made me do. Follow orders and I still get in trouble.
Well, that didn't go as planned, clearly.
It's okay, they'll be fine.
So,
Marshall, shall we?
Well, yeah, if you folks are ready.
I'm gonna wake up, boy.
Sure. You get the sense he was probably been awake for most of this conversation.
Okay.
You think you can
Probably unbuckle him.
put this kid to work on your ship?
Well, maybe not on the ship, but probably find something for him to do in Waterdeep.
Thought we're training.
The ship kind of sails itself, you'll see.
I think we have seen, haven't we? On the
Well,
last
that
ship we
was
went on?
me not at my best per se, but
Oh, okay.
see if we can't
Sure,
stick the
whatever.
landing a little better this time.
Are you the only one that can sail your ship?
The only one that can sail my ship, well, for all intents and purposes, yes. You wouldn't be able to.
Oh, well, I'd be interested in learning.
You physically would not be able to, I don't think. We could
Oh.
try, but
Interesting.
the effort might kill you.
I don't want to die yet. Or do I? We'll see.
We always get ourselves
Whoa,
in situations
that's
where,
intense.
where it seems like we question our mortality all the time.
I'm very interested. I mean,
I never questioned my mortality.
Well, you put your mortality on the table a lot.
You're right.
It's okay. It's
We're
a
all walking
good
to
way
the
to
beach.
live.
Yep.
Okay. Marshall, what was that metal thing that you have?
And he takes it
Here.
out of his hip holster and he kind of spins it around his hand. He goes, "Oh, you mean this?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, I can't tell you what that is." Puts it back in his hip holster.
As like a military man, am I familiar with those?
No, you've never seen. Give me a
Military check.
kind of intelligence.
is it
check.
magical? Would I recognize it?
You can roll an Arcana check if you want.
Oh, man.
What'd you roll?
11.
12. It does not. You don't recognize it magically. It is not unakin to a blunderbuss or like firearms. Basic firearms do exist in this world, and you
Okay.
kind of assume
Yeah, okay.
it seems to be
But
one
it's
of
not
those.
quite a firearm?
No,
Okay.
not the ones you recognize, anyways.
All right, let's load up on this boat so I can take a nap.
Sure.
Yeah, it's still like early in the
I'm
night, isn't
awfully
it?
tired.
Yeah, it does take you about 10 minutes to get to the beach. And you can just see where it does appear to be pretty late, or early rather. You can see the sun is just starting to rise. Dawn is just starting. And you can just see the outline of his ship a little bit off in the distance.
Is there a moon?
Let's see.
There is a moon.
There is one.
Yes.
Not a full moon? Just a half moon? Just curious.
You should probably keep track of
no
I know.
longer full, I'll say. Appears to be, what is it, waning? Is that a moon is waxes
waning?
and then it's full
Yeah,
and then wanes?
Waxing and then wanes.
Appears the full moon was, you would guess, 2 or 3 days ago, maybe.
Okay.
You just missed
Make
it,
a
or-
mental note.
For the purpose of the game and stuff, I don't know. Are we gonna get a rest on the ship, or what? What do you think?
Well, I mean, if you'd like to rest, we could just stay at anchor. I can get us back there. Won't take long. A few minutes, maybe. Another 45 or so to get into port. But
Sure. Yeah. I'd like to have a conversation with Marshall
sure.
in the
we
night
can-
at some
yeah,
point.
We can leave in the morning.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
So you're saying the flight is like instant?
Well, not a flight per se, but just like last time, it'll be pretty much instant. Is there a particular time of day you'd like to arrive within? I can say about 6 hours, maybe ballpark us. About a day to either side.
I'd like to have a full day
Maybe
once we
could-
touch down.
1:15 sunrise.
We could probably make that work. As long as we don't arrive before we leave, that usually starts to make. You probably don't know the word
Before we
paradox,
leave.
but within reason, we choose the time frame.
I'm sure we could sleep on the boat, maybe,
Yeah.
just for a
Yeah,
short
of
period.
course.
Rest up a little.
And as you're having this conversation, Marshall is stepping into this little rowboat, and you can see his ship in the distance,
Okay.
anchored offshore. But he's stepping into his rowboat,
That makes more sense now.
which there's a second as you're all piling into it, and it's starting to get a little bit lower in the water, and then Turmeric goes to step in, and it sinks down lower. But it does seem to fit all of you. It's like a 1/4 inch just above the edge of the water. And as Marshall is like slowly pulling these two big oars, you go, okay, nobody move. There's a couple times where like the waves do start to come over, but you do all make it out to the ship, where there's a rope ladder on the side, and you climb up. Marshall spends a few minutes tying the boat up, and there seems to be some sort of a series of pulleys where it kind of gets winched up onto the side.
Marshall, do you need help? We have a first mate.
Oh well, that'd be great. And he just hands you the rope that he's pulling.
Going to bed.
Are you standing beside her or no?
All right, I'll help him.
All right, he hands you the rope that he is like winching this boat up.
Is there a crew when we're up on deck? Is there a crew?
No, there's not. It is a wooden ship. There's a single mast in the center of the deck. Supports two curving sails. Two smaller curving sails coming off the front, then a larger, bigger, triangular one on the back. The hull, it's dark, so you're not really sure, but appears to be it was painted or covered in some kind of a coating. And there's a large, unblinking eye, red on black, on the front of each side of the ship, kind of giving it almost the appearance of a face. And there is the large black stone chair that appears to be carved from this single piece, sitting on the back of the deck. You do not see a steering wheel.
We can talk about that chair, yeah? In Waterdeep, when we have time.
Well, that kind of information is usually pretty valuable, but I could maybe answer a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the ship is
Yeah.
yours. Cabin's downstairs. Not much, but spread out wherever you like.
I know we sort of had a little bit of time on the ship, and then we were kind of like... We were stuck in that gully, and we were kind of like searching and stuff, but do we get the impression of it being the exact same, or very much so like it?
It is very clearly a different ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that other ship got destroyed.
I'm just wondering if he makes the ship the same each time.
Do you have a name for your ship?
Well, this here's the Mateo, just like the last one.
Cool.
So Mateo too?
Still the Mateo. We name the helms, not the ships. And he kind of gestures back to the chair.
Pirate's
nice.
life. Sailor's life, sorry.
Not adverse to a bit of piracy here and there, as long as the price is right, I suppose.
There you go. Kind of like us.
How does Mortimer look? Mortimer.
Yeah, what's
seasick.
Concerned?
Looks a little green. He's kind of like hanging onto the railing, and there's a minute where he just very quietly you just hear him throw up over the side. And you hear Marta, oh, that's okay, you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take a nap while we're hanging out here for a while. I could definitely rest up.
Me too.
Feeling a little beat up.
Yeah, I need to rest.
Take all the time you need. Should be about as safe as you can be.
Yeah,
Take 8 hours.
before I go to sleep. Marshall, what do you know about shards?
Well, shards of... You'll have to be a little more specific.
What do you know about magical interplanar powerful magical shards?
Well, it's pretty specific. More than I'm liable to admit here. Did you have any particular questions?
I fucking hate when people are all cagey
Well,
about their answers.
don't take this the wrong way, but we barely know each other. Granted, you pulled my bacon out of the fire once.
Yeah.
It seems like I might be pulling yours out right now.
No, really.
We were all right.
You want to walk the other... It's taking you 60 days to go this far. You want to spend another 8 years getting water deep. More than welcome. More than welcome.
You're assisting our bacon. You're not pulling our bacon out of anything.
As I say, it's very valuable information.
Well, what does it cost then?
It's not up to me to decide. As I told you, my orders come from on high.
Are people actively looking for these shards?
Well, again, I neither confirm nor deny that I even know what it is you're speaking about. But it stands to reason if they're valuable, rare, and powerful, then probably everybody's looking for them.
Who are these people? I'd like to meet these people that you work for.
Well, like I say, I can arrange an introduction.
Good. Good, that'd be nice.
We'd definitely be interested.
You familiar with Waterdeep?
I've been in and out a few times, yeah.
Have you ever seen this female gnome?
Kind of looks at for a second. Give me an insight check. As he says, I mean, it could be anybody. I'm not really too familiar with...
20.
Okay.
20.
I'll text you what you insight. But he says, no, it could be anybody.
Group text?
Clearly a gnome, but I don't recognize her, no.
Okay. Put it away. What else?
Alright.
What can you tell us about Waterdeep?
Well, what do you want to know? City of Splendors. Big castle.
How deep in the water is it?
Well, it's actually a little bit higher than the water. It's a bit of a misnomer, I suppose.
People in charge, governing bodies,
It's a
security.
Who's in charge of Waterdeep is kind of the million gold question. There's lords of Waterdeep, but there's guilds that run part of the city. It's a real hodgepodge power struggle type of situation.
Do any of the Flaming Fists reside in the city? That you've come
I'm
across?
not actually too sure off the top of my head. I don't see them in great numbers, but they might have an outpost there. They're up and down the entire Sword Coast.
That's good that there are smaller numbers.
Yeah. Trying to stay out of their way.
Yeah.
Do you have long hair, Bryn?
Yes.
You could always shave your head. If you want it. If you're worried.
I mean... we could, but elves take pride in their long hair. Wouldn't recommend.
And their 4 hours sleep, and their strawberry scent,
I mean,
alabaster skin,
we're beautiful creatures. You can't
silken
deny.
robes,
Especially high elves.
fancy nails.
That's why our magic looks so beautiful. It's very graceful.
Anything else you guys need to know?
No. I need to sleep.
Yep. Same.
Nope.
Ease.
Let's take a short nap
No, I'm gonna take
and
a
wake
full
up
nap.
at Waterdeep and start investigating.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full sleep.
Yeah, full sleep.
Full sleep.
Sure, long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. You are all able to rest. It does seem to pass without incident. There's a couple times where you hear Mort throwing up over the railing upstairs that wakes some of you up, as he does seem to be pretty seasick.
Oh, poor Mort.
Sleep through it.
I'm concerned, but I don't care enough to wake up.
But you do all wake up. Probably early afternoon, about 1, 2 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Early afternoon.
I'm gonna
Dawn had
cast.
it was like probably 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Sure.
I'm igniting my right onto sheer.
Sure.
Look through my spell book.
Do we wake up in Bleakburn? Like
Yeah,
that?
exactly where you were. You're anchored like, what, half a mile off the coast.
Can we say that we were sleeping in a cabin? Or like
Well, welcome to the decks below.
The decks below.
Don't have doors on them, but
Is Marshall with us?
no, he sleeps. You're not sure where he disappears to, but presumably has his own quarters.
So, since Marshall's not around here, I'm pretty 100% sure, and I'm gonna whisper, that he recognized that gnome. Whoever he's working for, they must be either hiding her or know of her or looking for her. But she must be of some importance. So I think we need to be mindful if we meet his higher-ups. Maybe
Maybe his higher ups is that gnome.
it's very
Maybe.
insightful to me.
It's just, I don't know for sure.
Well, that's an excellent lead.
Just a thought.
Or they could have killed her.
Yeah, maybe, but we should be making sure we're careful.
Yeah. I mean,
You shouldn't flash her picture around anymore.
Well, I mean, it was a good lead though.
Yeah.
And Marshall seems to be someone we might be able to trust, maybe.
yeah, that's what
Why,
I
he
was
doesn't even
about to
tell us
say.
anything.
Well, I mean, if you have something that's powerful or worth, like especially his chair, you're not going to share that with every person.
Well,
Should
maybe
take
with
notes.
my friends.
Says the people that flash the orb and the shard at every tavern that we hang out at. But yeah, we should take our own advice.
I don't tell you everything. Don't take it the wrong way, but a few secrets played close to the chest and all that.
Regis doesn't, so.
Regis is probably keeping secrets from
A
us.
couple of thoughts about the chair. I think this ship may be what they call a spell jammer. A ship that can go anywhere,
Spelljammer.
and some places that technically don't exist.
Spelljammer, hey?
Very rare, very powerful.
Are they? Was Marshall telling the truth when he said that only he can control the ship, as far as you know?
I don't know a great deal about them, but I know the pilots tend to always be some of the gith, that particular yellow-skinned
That was that was a question. I
type
wanted
of
to ask.
people. I assume that he is
Would you call him a gif?
a gith. Yes.
Gith or
Gith.
oh,
Would I know anything about the Gith? Read anything about the
You
Gith?
can roll me an Arcana check if you want.
this
Always.
knows so
16.
much, but so little.
16?
Ahead.
You know a little bit about them. You know that they are kind of one people split into two factions between the Gith Yankee and the Gith Zeri.
Okay.
You know that they have something to do with mind flayers and illithids. That's probably about it, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for some food.
I'm gonna go check on Mortimer
Sure.
and see if he's okay.
Yeah, he seems to be doing okay. He's green and looks like he didn't sleep very much, but he seems to be doing all right.
I'm going to cast Find My Familiar while we're hanging out.
Sure. Spend an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of
Marshall, you want to get the showboat sailing?
Yeah, if everybody's ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, I recommend you close your eyes, but not everybody takes that advice. Just be a minute, and he starts making his way up to the big stone chair up on the deck. And he plunks himself down in it. You see, there's a second where he like sits down and he kind of adjusts, and you kind of see him sort of trying to like get comfortable almost, and he kind of gets himself set and looks up from the raised. It's kind of up on the upper deck, and he can look down over the rest of it. All right, everybody ready?
Can I? I'm gonna
I'm gonna hold on to something.
Let's for the sake of the scene, we're on the lower part, and he just walks up to the higher part. Would he take exception if I just followed him up and just kind of watched him in particular? Like,
Hasn't said anything.
yeah,
As
okay.
you're standing beside him on the chair, he goes, all right, just make sure you're not touching the stone, or, well, make sure you're not touching the stone.
I'm gonna go to Mortimer and kind of put him, like move him sort of, so we're both holding on to something.
Sure.
From what I remember, this wasn't fun the last time we
Got
did this.
knocked out.
So I'm like kind of like protecting him, sort of.
Sure, and he can, as you move over, like protectively over, he goes, is everything okay?
Yeah. Just close your eyes.
And
Hold on.
He does close his eyes. And Marshall goes, all right, everybody, hang on.
I'm gonna close my eyes and grip something.
And there is that stretching sensation, which you're familiar with, as the world seems to pull apart and bounce back. Suddenly you can feel sun on your face.
Before the actual teleportation, what do I see him do? Like, what is the...
Do you keep your eyes open?
Yes.
He appears to just be sitting in the chair. You notice that kind of where his hands sit on these big square armrests, he sort of like adjusts his hands and almost seems to grab onto the chair and grip it. And as he says, hold on, he closes his own eyes. And he just seems to sit there. And as you watch, give me a quick Arcana check here. We'll see what you can discern.
I thought that was a 19. 12.
12. It is... You're not really able to even... It's almost like just this pressure headache sensation that you're used to, where it eventually forces you to close your eyes. But he doesn't really appear to do anything. You know, the air gets a little wavy, and like there's a gas leak almost. Do you keep your eyes open the whole time?
For as much as I can, but if I'm forced to...
You're
shut them,
never really
I shut
forced
them.
to close them, but you do kind of... Your vision does seem to fade for a second, where this pressure headache is growing, and your vision just seems to fade into the pain of the headache. And then it's very bright, where you are blinking the sun out of your eyes, and you can hear gulls overhead. And it appears to be late afternoon, based on where the sun in the sky is. Looking around, you are in a very different place than where you left, still in the water, but you can see what appears to be a sea wall, this construction that looks like it's made of brick and mortar that reaches out from this landmass, kind of from both sides, making this very narrow entry where the ship has presumably teleported in front of. And you can see a massive city sprawling out at the base of this huge mountain. Some sort of a castle or a fort built at the base of the mountain. And it is there that we will pick up next week as the Syndicate has made their way to Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
That ended super abruptly. I didn't realize it was that late in the day.
You made it. Yeah, we got a little bit of a late start today.
Yeah, that's
with all
right,
the studio
right.
fucking around. And we have more podcasts to record tonight.
Yeah, we do.
And then tomorrow. We'll pick up there next Sunday. We're still on Sunday schedule for the time being, right?
Yep.
Yes, the next episode of Rolling Reckless will be right here on this very Twitch channel next Sunday. 12:30 Mountain Standard. We'll have the cameras will be all different and fixed up. We'll have the studio kind of finished here.
I know where it is now.
And JR will know where the mic is, yeah. If you enjoyed what you heard, please... If you enjoyed what you heard, please consider supporting us over on patreon.com/talkingrecklesspodcast. This is a full-time job, the 10,000 different podcasts we do. And like all the stuff, all the Patreon feeds into everything, where, you know, pass me a tree. Like, show the camera some of these trees and things. They don't look great from the top down, just the way we have it, but look at all these things we built. The houses and the bars and all the stuff, which is very, very cool. So if you want to support any of this madness, anything, the mics, the cameras, this stuff here, patreon.com/talkingrecklesspodcast, the place to do it. We also do a video game podcast called Talking Reckless. We do a Westworld podcast, new episode tomorrow, because Westworld is on tomorrow, called Westworld FM. Just find it on the main feed, the main Talking Reckless podcast feed. I think that's all I have to say, other than the show's on YouTube. You just search Rolling Reckless because we don't have enough subscribers. If everybody wants to go and subscribe to the Rolling Reckless YouTube, that would be super. Because once we get 100, we can just do /Rolling Reckless, which will be way fucking easier to tell people. And it's also available in podcast form on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, everywhere. Just search Rolling Reckless. Thank you very much to Oliver
You're welcome, Matt.
for playing and
My
for
pleasure.
building all this nonsense. Amber as well for helping get all this.
These two too.
Did everybody had a little?
Yeah, we
Well,
had
thank you very much to
a little-
everybody for building these
Gun
combat
club.
things. These are super dope.
We'll do
I was
more.
the only one who didn't help.
That's okay. You do other important things.
Thanks to JR,
Yes.
Kevin, who had to run out for his mom's birthday, Paula,
Thank you.
and Amber.
Thanks.
And thanks to you at home. We'll be back here next week. Cameras will be new and improved. We'll have these mics figured all the way out. And we'll see you for episode 15 of Rolling Reckless. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.